McLean, Virginia, and we're getting ready to check out a beautiful new English modern home from a brand new builder. Y'all, this home right here, it is absolutely drop dead gorgeous, and I am so excited to share this with you. Let me turn you around. I'll tell you all about it. Get a load of this beauty right here. I am absolutely 100% positively head over heels in love with this home. This is by far the dreamiest dream home for me personally I've ever toured. This is the English modern from Brush Arbor Design and Build, and it is absolutely spectacular, from the brickwork to the shake siding. And you see this fireplace right here? Inside of that is one of the most spectacular hearth rooms I've ever seen. It is gorgeous. Also, just this driveway right here with the pebble stone just kind of gives it like this old world feel. Anyway, inside you are going to find 6 bedrooms, 9 bathrooms. There is a 4-car garage around to the right-hand side of the home, and all of this sits inside of 11,400 square feet. Coming up onto this beautiful covered front entryway, of course, they still incorporate some of that brick and shake shingle and this big, massive door right here. If you are loving this home just as much as I am, well, it is currently listed for $8,750,000. But with that, let's get inside and see what all we can find. All right, here we go. Now, I definitely haven't been to the basement or anything like that, so pretty excited about it, and pretty excited about doing it with you together. But this is your view as soon as you walk through the front door. Obviously there is an entryway over from the garage as well, but you have this beautiful staircase right here and then a proper foyer leading back to all of the common spaces. But let me go ahead and turn you around before we dive in it too far. Also, before we dive in it too far, make sure that you go down and hit that subscribe button for me, because if it wasn't for y'all's support, we wouldn't be able to get into some of the amazing homes that we do, and it just kind of gives me like the warm fuzzies on the inside. So greatly appreciate it. And with that, let's get into it. So you do have things to the left and the right. I'm going to try and kind of stay composed and keep it all, you know, together in terms of like the flow of the home. But you've got this parlor room just as soon as you enter the home, without these beautiful windows. This whole home just kind of gives me like this gardeny vibe, right? Like I don't know, some type of English cottage is just kind of the feels that I get from it. But anyway, you do have access into other parts of the home from here, but we'll access all that stuff in a little bit. And then on the opposite side, you do also have your formal dining room. So beautiful coffered ceiling in here, access from your butler's pantry and the kitchen. And it's just kind of got like this darker, moodier tone in here. But almost like a sagey wall color, which is pretty neat. I love that. It's not like an overly dark, it's just kind of like a softer green color, but I don't know, just the room in general has this like mellow, somber, elegant tone to it. But then we continue down the foyer, and this is going to be kind of your guest entry space. So you're going to have this coat closet, almost like a coat room rather. And then you also have this powder room right here with a beautiful textured wallpaper, the toilet, and then you have this floating vanity with the brass accents as well. And then I don't know what this door is. Ooh. So this would currently, obviously it's shelves, but it looks like there are elevator shafts. I'm just reading the sign, right? Right here. So what I've learned, and I actually learned this in the last home that I toured, is that when building a home, people have been opting for elevator shafts. This door right here leads down into the basement, which we will get to momentarily, but we're going to go ahead and step out here into the main common spaces and start with this living room. But if you go ahead and put an elevator shaft in when you first build the home, you can utilize it for whatever you want, storage, that type of stuff. But it makes it easier to put an elevator in as you age, right? Or if you have your parents or someone need to move in and they need a more accessible way to, climb a multi-floored home, then you already have the shaft in and you're not having to like tear down your home essentially to put an elevator in, which is, I just learned that. So makes sense to me, right? But anyway, gas fireplace, kind of coffered surround, and then of course you have these natural wood beams here in the living room. And then I'll give you a quick view back into the dining room and kitchen. I am in love with this kitchen back here, y'all. Y'all just wait. Oh my goodness. But then just off of that is this study area, which like I said, also has access into the parlor. So beautiful built-ins. And then you have like almost like these French windows, these garden-esque windows, kind of going throughout a lot of different places within the home. It's mainly, I think primarily, in the kitchen, which I love. Anyway, in between the living room and the kitchen is your informal / less formal, however you want to refer to it, everyday dining room table. But this is just kind of, it's keeping with that kind of rustic charm, which this home has heaps of. But nice big space for the table, and then back behind that, with this kind of like partition wall, you have this built-in bar area for whatever you utilize it for. It's kind of got like this nice little arch to it, some curved corners, right? Now I wonder if any of these are mini fridges. No? And no. All right. And then we're going to go ahead and step out back onto this back patio and pool area before we come back in and check out this this kitchen space. So you've got some uncovered patio space, some covered patio space. Let's go ahead and actually two, very nice, two covered patio spaces. So this is the first, over here you have this beautiful gas fireplace, again with that brick surround going all the way up to the ceiling, vaulted ceilings. And then on the back side, they kept all of the shake siding, which is very cool. It's about 2 o'clock-ish, so this is kind of your afternoon sunshine that you're getting, so it's nice and shaded back here. Love that. And then on the opposite side, you have a set of stairs that drops down into kind of your cooking. I don't know what there would be there's got to be a term for this. One of y'all let me know. What would you call like the cookhouse-ish thing? Even though it's not like a full house part, but you know what I mean. You're picking up what I'm putting down. Over here you do have an island. Got some of that southern snow in the air. Pollen everywhere. That is growing up South Carolina. My folks are still down there too. But they come up to West Virginia, you get all this snow, and then springtime comes around, Masters just left. And it is just, everything's yellow. All this pollen. But a little storage compartment on this side. You've got this massive outdoor kitchen space with the grill. Looks like you've even got some outside trash can drawer. I got a little excited there for a minute. Oh man. But I feel like if you left your spices outside, the moisture would probably get to it with the humidity and stuff, and then your spices would be ruined, and that would just be no good. But this one's got It's got an outlet in here. Maybe you've got an outdoor refrigerator, right? But anyway, tons of storage. And then, of course, you also have your pool and jacuzzi space. And then your nice big backyard. All right. Now we'll get back inside. And I'm telling you, I love this kitchen. It is gorgeous. And it just has all the things too, right? So let's start over here. And then we'll go around the exterior and then we'll hit the island. So, of course, you've got these beautiful windows with this apron sink looking back out into your backyard. Just tons of natural light. It feels warm. It feels inviting. You've got a trash can drawer. Oh, man. Double dishwashers. Look at that. One on this side, one on that side. And then that just kind of wraps around. Looks like you've got some fun drawers. Maybe like a little bread drawer, possibly. And then look at this range hood. Oh my goodness. With this like brass accent. And kind of floating. It's becoming a theme. I think this is an in thing right now where the range hood sits in front of windows. I've seen probably 3 of them so far. I've even seen one where it was on like a remote control and you could bring, the range hood was like up at the ceiling and then it came down over the top of the range, which was pretty neat. But anyway, utensil drawer. Got the Wolf range with the double ovens. And then on this side is your spice racks. And look how wide that thing is. Tons of space. And then all the way at the end, you've got your built-in microwave and coffee machine. And then this is your panelized refrigerator and freezer. And then in the middle of this beautiful kitchen is this massive island. And it doesn't look like it has any storage on the front side, but I did see storage on either end. So tons of seating space. I like it on the end because, I mean, y'all see me crawl up underneath of there. You've got to get up underneath of there, the front of the island to get to any type of storage. So it's nice. I like them on the ends. I think that's handy. Anyway, 2 nice big pendant lights over the top of the island. Another trash can drawer. The undermount sink looking back out into your dining room and living room space. And then more storage on this side. All right, now I'm gonna try not to, this is where it gets a little crazy, all right? So this is the first access, and I've kind of already showed it to you. This is the first access point down into the basement. There are 2 sets of stairs in this home, which kind of help make it flow. But this is your butler's pantry, kind of like your serving pantry into the formal dining room. There is also like a chef's pantry that we're going to get to momentarily as well. But you do have these nice dark cabinets right here, and then this antiqued mirror glass, which looks really good. And then, of course, your prep sink and a little beverage refrigerator. But this one's like the only one that's kind of weirdly out of the way that makes it, I had to go back and catch. Anyway, just off of the kitchen, you have your storage pantry. And then into your chef's pantry, which basically has my wife's dream appliances. I just noticed that. No wonder we're touring this home. Jen does, if you're new, Jen picks out all the homes that we tour, kind of coordinates all the tours that we do. So if you do not like a home, it's her fault. Not mine. I'm just the guy that tours them. But anyway, beautiful. She loves these like white and brass appliances, and this one's got them all. It's got the dishwasher. It's got another oven in here, which is really nice. And then you've got some board and batten. Cabinets not quite going all the way up to the ceiling. Then a single pendant light, some floating shelves, and another prep sink. I believe this is another, no, that's trash can drawer. I was going to say another dishwasher, but I already brain farted. I brain tooted. But this is the second set of stairs, which we will utilize to check everything out here in just a minute. But let's start down here and then we'll wrap back around. So this is your mudroom area. You've got this beautiful whole tree. And then of course the brick, which I absolutely love. And then this is kind of like your friend's entrance door. That's just a door that goes out into the motor court. And then this door right here actually leads out into the garage spaces. So look at this really nice epoxy floor. You have individual stalls for each vehicle. This door right here is access out into the backyard. And then you have your electric panels. And I did see 2 EV hookups. So you've got one right here. Ow, and one right here. Just slammed my hand into the corner. But that's about all I'm seeing out here in the garage. Back up and kind of show this, just like a little spot for like a drop zone or something. It's like a super fancy mudroom, like the fanciest mudroom I've ever seen. You got a coat closet. Like you can't even call it a mudroom. And then on this side, you've got this powder bath, perfect for just as soon as you come through the door. And then my favorite room in the whole house is back here. So you have this fantastic, incredible, gorgeous hearth room. So cathedral ceilings, nice big light fixture. Again, kind of with like a, this is more like, maybe this is like a proper sagey color, but just nice and dark, maybe like a foresty green. But another gas fireplace. Nice, big mantle. And then this is also connected to the office, which actually is pretty neat because if you do work from home and people pull into the driveway, they don't have to go through the house. They literally can come through this side door right here. And then you can almost treat your hearth room as a waiting room, right? Or a secondary meeting room where you can just sit and talk to them because it is also attached to this office space. And we'll get over here so you can see everything. It's got a set of French doors that open up into it. And then, of course, it views out into the drive. Tons of space. And we've been kind of seeing this style a lot lately be brought to life. This is probably the first one that we've seen staged, which I am so thankful for. Like, I love the fact that it's staged. I think it looks phenomenal. Anyway, from here, let's go ahead and work our way upstairs. If you notice, there were no bathroom or bedrooms on the main level. All of the bedrooms that I know of are up here on this upper level. I haven't been to the basement yet, so I'm not really sure what, if any, rooms are down there. But beautiful lattice windows, perfect little sitting area. And then this could be like a secondary study back here, or game room. right? Just tons of space. And then it also has a bedroom back here. So you've got full bathroom, single vanity toilet. And then the shower and tub. And then across the way, closet. And then into the room itself, which is pretty neat. Before I pan the room, it almost looks like it's got a little balcony back here, but it doesn't. Man, I would almost love to put like some flowers or some pots or something up here and really give it like that gardeny look. The home already has it. It lends itself to it. But I think this is the only room on this side of the house. And then we'll start working our way to the other side. What are you thinking so far? What do you like? Is there anything you'd like to change or maybe rearrange that you've seen so far in the home? Let me know that stuff. Would love to hear it. You do have a laundry room, so front load washer and dryer, tons of folding space. And then you have all this counter space as well. Cabinet's not quite going all the way up to the ceiling. Man, I didn't turn on all the lights in here. I just saw it as a laundry room and I was like, well, that's that. Look at this. Just a lot of storage space, which is awesome. Kind of keeps the rest of the house nice and clean. So you've got the furnace, which makes this almost like your whole utility room, right? I'm sure there's like a nice clean one downstairs with another furnace or two. But then you have this linen closet. Or maybe this is the linen closet, right? Just tons of storage. And then you also have some attic access up there as well. So very nice. And then working our way down the hall, we have another storage closet. See, I dropped the ball on some of these lights. But another nice big storage closet. And then at the end of the hall, it kind of tees off to the left. You can head to a bunch of the other secondary bedrooms as well as the stairs down towards the front of the house. And then to our right behind us, you have the doorway into your grand master suite. So beautiful little entryway right here. And then to the right-hand side, you enter into the bedroom itself. To the opposite side, this thing's got its own living room, right? Which, I'm starting to see whether people are coming to visit. I've talked about this stuff. Whether people are coming to visit or just the fact that the kids have gone to bed, I want to kind of escape to my own place, right? In the evening time and just either work on something that I've been wanting to work on or just kind of goose frob and, hang out before it's finally, because a lot of the times, I'll tell you what I'm really bad about is me and Jen we'll be sitting downstairs, we'll grab that glass of wine. We might pop on a show or something that we are watching. And then all of a sudden I fell asleep on the couch. And that's that. That's a wrap. But I wake up in the morning and my back is toasted, hurting so bad. Not that that would change if I had my own living room in my bedroom, right? I'd probably do the same thing. But anyways, check out this beautiful ensuite. You literally have a garden tub with garden windows, right? Looking out into your backyard. Double vanities with these beautiful sconces on either side. And then you have this really nice standalone shower. Oh my goodness, both of the doors open. Look at that. Ooh. All I can think about is grabbing this with both doors open and then Jen being in the bathtub or something and just squirt her with. That's probably mean, I know, but that's just the kid in me. But anyway, you haven't. I know you've thought about it too. It's fine. She'd probably do the same to me. But where are we at? Yeah, shower heads. That's probably all we do. We'd be squirting each other back and forth as one of us is standing at the vanity. But, oh, that's not what it is. I don't know why I was thinking it was a living room for whatever reason. It's because it's an unfinished closet. That's what it is. But, I mean, it could be a living room, right? Anyway, it looks like it could be a living room. I don't know. But anyway, you can come in and design this closet the way you want it, according to this little brochures here. They also have different floor plans to choose from for the closet. But there you go, tons of space. Now there's the question, would you utilize some other space within this massive master suite for a closet, like maybe say in the bedroom somewhere, or would you give yourself a little sitting space, a little living room perhaps? So another storage closet. And then we come to the second of the secondary bedrooms up here on this main level. So you've got single vanity, and then the toilet, and a shower and tub combo, subway tile going all the way up to the ceiling. And then into the room itself. This is the last home of the Virginia trip. This was a quick turn and burn. I came up yesterday, and then I toured 3 homes, and then we toured 3 homes today, and then this is the last one, because taking little man to a monster truck rally tomorrow. So that's exciting. He loves his monster trucks. He's never actually seen one in real life. So we've got my earmuffs and stuff, the noise canceling joints that we're going to take up with us, because I don't want him to, I don't want to hurt his ears or anything. But anyway, we're pretty excited about that. Hopefully he's excited. Jen said that they had to make breakfast this morning for some of his monster trucks. So he likes to help her cook every now and again. And so they made pancakes this morning. He had to have a pancake plate, and I think 4 of his monster trucks had to have little mini pancakes. So anyway. And then I love this. You've got like this little day bench over here, another little neat spot to kind of grab a book and just hang out. You know what I mean? Probably put some chairs or something on either side too. Or a rug, make it cozy. And then and that one room was, I'm looking at all these other bedrooms. I wonder if that one room was used for something, or planned out to be something else. Because it was maybe a nursery, something like that. That's the only thing I could really think of. Because it's like half the size of all these other bedrooms. Interesting. And then into this one's closet. And ensuite. Had to check for a bench. And then from here, we will go and work our way down into the basement. If you are loving this home, maybe you don't live in and around the service area of Brush Arbor Design and Build, well, have no fear. While you can't build this exact home, you can reach out to our good friends over at professionalhomeplans.com and work with them to draw inspiration from this home or any of the homes that we've toured all across the country. And they will help you kind of bring your vision to life. And if you don't have any inspiration or can't find any inspiration, they also have tons of pre-built floor plans for you to choose from as well. And you can work with their design team to kind of customize those and turn those into your perfect dream home. So if you are looking to build your home, reach out to professionalhomeplans.com. Let them know I sent you over there, and they will hook you up. You can find that link down in the description. All right, didn't turn the light on in here either, but this is your full-on mechanical room. Just get over here and kind of show everything. So you've got electric panels, AV stuff, water heaters, another furnace, sump pump, all of the stuff. All right, we're just gonna be walking through this thing because I don't know. So this looks like, oh man, I don't even know. Is this like a secondary suite? Look at this, there was a doorway, right? And then you've got this room over here. This could be like a junior suite maybe. Nice big room. But then it has a closet and an ensuite. The shower's nice and big. Yeah, that's nice. Nifty. And then it's got this room, which could be like a little sitting area. And I don't see any signs saying that that could be a closet. So that's cool. I wasn't expecting that one. And then what else do we have? Oh my goodness. That is the thing about this home. It just goes for days. But then you've got another storage closet. And then back behind this is actually like this little hallway corridor that leads to the other side of the home and the other set of stairs. Man, I didn't turn on any of these lights. So some understair storage. And then it opens up into the common spaces down here. So you've got another living room, den area, another gas fireplace, your entertainment center. And then I love just how the beam just kind of comes up and around. And then I'll give you views back into the bar area. So you've got a wine fridge, some open shelves, prep sink. Looks like these are little refrigerators as well. And then you've got some space to kind of put whatever you want. I've never seen a ping pong table like that before. Look at that, that's fancy. It's got like a leather net. And then you have the wine shrine. Oh my goodness, even the wine shrine's got a door. If that thing opens up into some, oh, it's probably just gonna be storage. Yeah, I was about to say, could you imagine if this door opened up into like some speakeasy, right? How cool would that be? But I don't think that it is temperature controlled. And then what do we got? So the stairs, let's start over here. So some more understair storage. And then you have another bathroom. This is a full bathroom, so single vanity, toilet, and then your shower. It's got a little bench back there as well. And then your gym room. And then what are you? Oh my goodness, where's the light? Then you've just got like maybe some finished storage space, a movie theater room. Just some giant finished space. So let me know what you're going to use all of this for. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. Today we're just outside of Austin, Texas, and we're getting ready to walk through a gorgeous hill country inspired farmhouse. So let me turn you around. I'll tell you all about it. All right, y'all, say hello to 125 Zone Tail Cove from Kirby Walls Custom Builders. This home is gorgeous. Now, this is actually the second home that we've toured. That sounded weird, but from Kirby Walls. And I love how they've had like these kiln dried wood accents on the exterior of both homes. I think that is just absolutely neat how it kind of can age over time with the home. And it just kind of fades with the sun, but it doesn't like bow or anything like that, right? Just kind of cool. You get to watch your home age with you in time or over time. Pretty neat. Anyway, inside of this home, you are going to find 5 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms. There is a 3-car garage around to the right side of the home. And all of this sits inside of 4,388 square feet. Now, if you are interested in this home or a home like it, this one is currently listed for $3,300,000. But with that, let's get inside and see what all we can find. All righty, here we go. What do you think about that view right there? Gorgeous. Now this home, I'm going to kind of compare the two just for a quick minute. This one is a lot lighter when it comes to the color palette as opposed to the other one that we toured from Kirby Walls. The other one was more of like a European farmhouse with a lot like darker, richer wood tones. So this one's a little bit more lighter, a little bit more airier in terms of color palette. Now, looking at your front entryway, again, big, beautiful steel doors and windows. You've got this nice little chandelier hanging down over the top of it, and then you have these huge wood columns with the wood header that just look phenomenal. Now, on either side of this entryway, you do have coat closets, which is nice. One on either side, actually. So this is the first one. And then on the opposite side is the second one. And then from there, it opens up into your great room with these beautiful exposed beams, the vaulted ceiling. You have this massive fireplace that climbs up to the ceiling, and then this great big built-in over on the left-hand side. Love that. And I think this is, I know the last home had a lot of it. I think this is limestone, I want to say. And then the walls are all like limestone washed, which is kind of how you get that kind of creamy beige color, which is neat. And you've got some built-ins. And then plenty of open shelves. Now we are going to stick to this side of the home, but I will go ahead and turn you around and give you a good pan of both the kitchen and a little sneak peek of the dining room. But really nice layout. You've got these great big windows going out onto the back patio. We'll get there in a little bit. We'll access that from a different space. But just behind kind of the fireplace slash living room, this is kind of over towards like the master suite area in the office space. So we'll go ahead and start here in the office. Again, nice big room with the vaulted ceiling, exposed beam. Now it does have a closet in here, along with, you know, the windows being your egress point. So this could also very well be a bedroom if that's kind of the route you wanted to go with it and you didn't necessarily need an office, or you could just use it for anything, right? The sky is the limit. But definitely do let me know kind of what you're gonna use it for, right? That's the whole point of all of this, so we can share kind of our ideas and our thoughts together and kind of feed off of one another. Now, I don't think the closet is massive. It also doesn't have any hanging dowels. But again, this is a custom home. So if you were to kind of recreate this home, right, put some hanging dowels in there, turn it into an actual bedroom closet. But you could still put some stuff there. Anyway, back out in the hallway, you've got like a little linen closet. And then back behind us, is this a powder room? Yeah. So you've got the vessel sink, your faucet coming out of the wall, then you've got the toilet, and then around the corner is just kind of like some open shelving and a little cabinet. And then this is just like another little storage closet. I have noticed that there is a lot of storage in these two homes. I'm not mad at it whatsoever because I am one that hates like clutter, right? And I love having a lot of closet space to kind of, when I know guests are coming over, I can just toss it all in there real quick, you know what I mean? So my house looks clean. Don't ever open up the closets, but you know, the house itself, the main part of the house, looks good. Anyway, this is the master bedroom. You do have access out onto that back covered patio. You got this nice deep tray ceiling, kind of a fun ceiling fan, a little different. Like the brass with the white fan blades is pretty cool looking. And this kind of floofy bed. Now, I didn't even know the term Japandi until I started using the Deep Palette app. And from there, I learned what Japandi was, kind of a cross between like Japanese and Scandinavian style designs. And that's kind of what that bed is right there. And now, see, it's making me smarter already. I love it. If you are inspired by any of the elements within this home, Deep Palette is an interior design analyzing tool that allows you to upload an image, whether you take it right from the app or you snap a screenshot or you find any other image across the internet, you upload it to Deep Palette's AI analyzer, and within a matter of seconds, it is extracting out all of the key information you need to know so that you can recreate that look for yourself in your own home. It is so much fun to use and amazing how it works. It is pretty cool stuff. So definitely check that out, deeppalette.io. You can find that link down in the description. Or you can scan the QR code on the screen. So beautiful soaking tub. I love this light fixture right here hanging down over the top of it. Kind of looks like some grapes, right? Very nice. And then these mirrors, they're kind of like antiqued. Then you've got, looks like another linen closet. And then the water closet with like this storage cabinet up above the toilet. And then all the way at the back of the ensuite, you come into the master closet. And there are tons of different shelves and hanging dowels and all that fun stuff. You've got attic access in here as well. And then all the way at the back of the closet, it's got like this neat little bench right here. So you can sit down, put your shoes on, stuff like that. All right, so from here, we'll go ahead and work our way back across the house into this kitchen. And I was touring a home the other day, and I couldn't figure out what this countertop was called. I knew it was Taj Mahal, but it was Taj Mahal something. So this is a Taj Mahal quartzite, and this one's kind of got like this leathered pattern to it, which is neat. And it's got waterfall edges on both sides. And then up underneath of, let's see if, don't want to scratch the floors, but we will take a look in the storage. Let's see. Ooh, push to open, love it. Let's open this one. There we go. Nice and deep. Love that. And then you have these great big light fixtures hanging down over the top of the island. And then on the front side of the island, you've got, looks like, this is a dishwasher or a trash can drawer. Okay, so the dishwasher. Then you've got your undermount sink looking back out into the living room as well as into the dining room. And then you've got the trash can drawer. Then along the back wall, I love how they've kind of kept this wood header theme over here with the range surround. That's really nice. So you do have Wolf appliances. And then they've taken the counter and wrapped it up into the backsplash with the range, the pot filler, the range filler. I also didn't show this off either. You do have some exposed beams inside of this like tray ceiling, and that kind of runs all the way down into the dining room, which is really nice. Now on the opposite side of the stove, you've got like this little buffet area right here with some open shelves and a nice little sconce. And then along the far side wall, similar setup with the buffet. Of course, you've got some actual cabinets on this side. Not going all the way up to the ceiling, so you could put some decoration up there if you wanted to. And then of course, you've got your Sub-Zero refrigerator and freezer. Then just off of that, you have a pocket door that opens up into this gorgeous pantry. It's kind of changed the script a little bit. It's got a little bit darker, a little bit more moodier cabinets in here. And then my favorite thing about this pantry is just that it opens up. So you've got this extra set of windows, and just like the head space just gives it like a really cool feel. I love that. But almost like some slate, blue, navy, blue kind of color on the cabinets. And then on this side, I wanted to point this out. So you do have a spot for the built-in microwave, and then you've got like another appliance garage. Ooh, that scared me a little bit. It actually slides in. But you can put something, maybe like the KitchenAid mixer or something in here, right? And then on the opposite side of the kitchen, you enter into the dining room. Again, tons of windows, just letting in all of this light, beautiful views of the hill country. And, you know, me and Jen have been to Texas on a number of occasions. And I would have to say that the Texas hill country is probably my favorite part of Texas. I just think it's super cool looking. You know, you've got those rolling hills and it's just like nice and thick, and there just seems like there's so much stuff to do here. Plus it's not so crowded, right? That's probably my favorite part. But anyway, so beautiful dining room, nice and spacious, plenty of room to put stuff, right? If you wanted to put some artwork or some built-ins, you've got this wall right here. Of course, you've got this alcove right here as well. which you could put some stuff in. And then you do have access, again, out onto the back covered patio, but we'll get there. We're gonna get there. There's another spot to access that. Now, just behind the kitchen, you've got this little study, little workspace area, little reading nook, little pocket office, right? That way, if you're wanting to work and you want to be close to the food, you can be. That's where I'm going to be sitting. I don't have to go real far. And then just next to that, you come into the laundry room, and I love these floors. I think they look fabulous with like the brick herringbone pattern. Super nice. Definitely gives it like that kind of rustic, industrial, farmhousey character, right? But you do have washer dryer hookups, so front load washer and dryer with a little bit of folding space up top, and then some more folding space on either side, so you can really just like move those piles out a little bit. And it looks like these would be for hampers. You got one on this side and one on the other side, and then back behind us you've got a wash basin as well as a spot for a refrigerator or freezer, right? Depending on what you wanted to put in here. So very nice. None of the cabinets, except for the ones behind us over the top of the washer and dryer, go up to the ceiling. So you can put some decorating or decor up there and decorate it. You've got your hall tree. Put some hanging dowels up there, or like some hooks or something, hang up your coats, little cubbies for the shoes. And then into the coat closet. Last home of the Texas trip, y'all. It's been fun. We've seen some really, really cool homes. And we've seen some not cool homes. And y'all probably don't know this, but y'all hear me talking all good things all the time about these homes. And the truth of the matter is that there are hundreds of homes that you have never seen because I walk into them and hate them. Something is wrong with them. The builder sucks, right? Any number of reasons. And I don't tour them. And Jen gets mad at me for not touring them. But I don't tour them because I don't want to say anything bad, right? Obviously, our channel is kind of a review channel. But at the same time, I also want to be invited back, right, to tour these homes. So most of the time, y'all are going to be like, you know, I see comments all the time where it's like, but you love everything. Well, yes, because I only put what I love on the channel, if that makes sense. If I don't love it, why would I put it on the channel? To sit here and badmouth a home? I don't think so. But there you go. You get a little behind the scenes of kind of home selection on the Timothy P. Livingston channel. Now, this home builder does such a fabulous job with the storage in the garage, right? Kirby walls, I don't know. I love what he does with the stuff. So this is more storage space. You can put some shelves in here if you wanted to, or if you've got trash cans, you could easily bring them in here, put a wall up or a door, you know what I mean? And just hide that stuff. Or if you just wanted like extra storage. And then, try not to make you so dizzy, but you also have some attic access in here as well. I figure I've got to do all my talking now because I've got an 16-hour, I don't know how far it is from here. I'm 3 hours south of Dallas now. So I've probably got like an 18-hour drive home in silence. So I'm going to talk to you as much as I can. My mouth is going to be so dry by the end of this tour. I'm going to go drink a whole case of Diet Mountain Dew in just a matter of minutes. So this area right here, well, this is some storage up underneath of the stairs. I didn't turn the light on. That kind of wraps around. But anyway, this corridor it's got the stairs up to the second floor, but it also leads its way back to a lot of the secondary bedrooms that are here on the main level. Well, I think there's one. Maybe, there might be two. No, there's one. But anyway, you also have kind of this less formal den kind of sitting area as well towards the back of the house. And it's got these beautiful views of the hills as well. And then we will go ahead and finally access this back patio. So you've got a little outdoor eating space. You've got the outdoor grill with tons of counter space. You've got your mini fridge, wash basin, of course, the grill itself. I do want to see, is there a bar area on the back? No, but I'm sure you could put some stools. You just have to kind of sit sideways a little bit. But then on this side, you've got kind of the covered patio space with the fireplace, kind of matching the one inside. Then of course you've got your darker wood ceilings out here that kind of, I think everything's a little bit darker out here. Yeah, the mantle, the columns, all of that stuff. But very nice. Like we're like kind of mid-morning. This is kind of your sun that you're going to catch mid-morning. So sunset's going to be coming from the front of the home. So in the afternoon, you're wanting to sit out here. It's going to be nice and shady, which is perfect. But then you've got the pool and your jacuzzi. And then kind of give you, try not to fall in the pool. It'll probably feel really good though. But your rear elevation, I guess we're kind of tied up on it, but you get the gist. And then we'll go ahead and step back inside. Now, if you haven't seen the other home, I will link it down in the description, or it'll probably be on the end screen or something like that. But if you have seen the other one, let me know which one of these two homes that you like the most and why. Do you like this like lighter color palette that this home has? Kind of like with that hill country kind of vibe to it. Or do you like that European style home with the darker color palette? So this is going to be like your pool bath right here. You've got the single vanity, the toilet, access out into the backyard. And then you also have this kind of grotto-y style shower with this beautiful tile. Look at that. It's smooth too. You'd almost think that it looks like it's going to be harsh. Like obviously these big lines have got some texture to it, but overall the stone itself is super smooth. And then you also have the little bench in the back. And then there are some cabinets, which almost look like ivory or bone or something in these pools. Like what a Neanderthal is going to have in their nose or something. Anyway, further down, you've got yet another storage closet, little linen closet. And then into, what is this? Would this be the first secondary bedroom? I think so. So you've got vaulted ceiling, exposed beam. This could almost be like the guest suite side of the house, since it's got its own kind of private sitting area, bathroom, and a bedroom, right? So if you had people over staying with you, they could just kind of have their own space, which is nice. Now from here, we'll go ahead and work our way upstairs and go check out all of that stuff. And you can be pondering what you're going to use how are you gonna utilize the downstairs. Now up here, I believe, what is this? Is this 5 bedrooms? Yeah. So there should be 3 more bedrooms up here. Now, obviously I did walk this home, but you know, most of the time when I'm walking the home with a builder or something like that, I'm asking questions to the builder about themselves and stuff like that. And I do not really pay attention to the layout. So it's kind of, if you think about it, like we're doing it together for the first time. Kind of. Anyway, little lofty space. Another little den area perhaps. And then on this side, we have the first secondary bedroom up here. Second secondary bedroom in the house. Get off of they've got some plastic up here. Hopefully the crinkling doesn't really come through. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. But nice spacious rooms. If I had to guess, they're probably like 14 by 14, something along those lines. And then so it's the bathroom right here is shared with the hallway. But you've got this nice deep soaking tub, little ledge on the back. And then the toilet and the vanity. And then it also has, obviously, a closet. But within the closet, it's got a hidey space. Ooh, it's got some storage down there. Just kind of goes all the way in. So blown in insulation all the way throughout the home. I think that might go over into the garage space. So yeah, I can see the ladder now. That's where that attic portal hole is going to come up in the garage. So that's neat. You can put something up there from the garage, and instead of carrying it through the home and up the stairs, you can just come up here, grab it, and bam, you're here. Pretty handy. And then this is, maybe they were counting, maybe they were counting the office as a bedroom. Since it met those requirements, since there are only 2 up here. Interesting. But anyway, into this one's ensuite. This one's nice. It's got another nice big vanity, and this one's got some fun countertops as well. But then you've got some neat sconces, the toilet. This one's got the standalone shower. And then into its closet. Today we're in Eagle, Idaho, and we're getting ready to check out a magnificent new home from Highland Homes. Y'all, this thing is absolutely incredible. So let me turn you around, I'll tell you all about it. All right, y'all, I hope y'all are ready for this one right here. This is the largest home in the Boise Parade of Homes, period. Like, this thing is just absolutely incredible. This is the Creekside from Highland Homes. Just get a load of the exterior of this home. And this is just the front side, like basically hidden. The back side is like the coolest part with some spectacular views. But you got a little stucco, little stone, and then this beautiful natural wood here on the front side of the home. Now inside you are gonna find 5 bedrooms, 6.5 bathrooms, and then around the corner over here, you have a 5-car garage plus an RV stall, which is absolutely epic. And all of this sits inside of, wait for it, 13,704 square feet. Now, this home is already sold. But if you were to purchase something similar to it and on a similar lot size, it does sit on approximately 5 acres, you can expect to pay in between $7 and $8 million. But with that, let's get inside and see what all we can find. Alrighty, y'all, buckle up, prepare yourselves, because there are so many cool things. The master bedroom and ensuite, the kitchen, like it is all absolutely spectacular. Now, this is your view. When you do walk through the front door, you have views up towards like a common space, and then of course views out. Like you don't want to miss the mountain views anywhere within this home, and you just have these great big windows that are basically sliding glass doors that can open all the way up. But before we get into it too far and I get too excited and too giddy, let me go ahead and turn you around real quick, and I will show you off this front entryway. So you've got the double doors right here, massive foyer, open to above, big old chandelier, and then just tons of space in here. Like you can do a number of things in terms of decorating, and you know, go crazy. And then just off of that, let me kind of shut, at least semi-shut one of these doors. So you do have these nice big glass pane doors that open up into this office space that sits up towards the front of the home. So nice, dark, moody color palette in here. You have this huge built-in, kind of like a little coffered ceiling, if that's what, I would imagine that's what you call that type of ceiling. It looks coffered, right? But just tons of space in here. Oh, I haven't mentioned it yet. I'll go ahead and tell you. There's a basketball court inside the house. There's a gym room. There's basically, well, the basketball court and the gym kind of double as a pickleball court as well. Just tons of space. And then the outdoor entertaining area is to die for. And everything is centered around these spectacular mountain views. And I'm all about it, right? Anyway, all right. So from there, we're going to transition into the living room and then kind of work our way around. Try and get a good flow through here. And then eventually we'll come back right here where we are right now. So there are 2 sets of stairs in this home. This is the first set, and then there's another set on the back side. And then obviously it opens up into all of your common spaces. So you've got kind of like your main living room area. You have a sitting area back behind that, and then your dining room and kitchen space. And this kitchen back behind us, y'all, it is large. Oh my goodness. Anyway, beautiful fireplace right here with the stone going all the way up to the ceiling. You do have these wooden ceilings throughout this main common space with this exposed beams. So very nice, love that. You have these beautiful built-ins on either side of the fireplace with kind of like some open shelving. And then just like a plaster, almost like a cement, but it's definitely plaster, surround on this really nice big gas insert. And then I'll go ahead and pan you around just from this angle. Y'all get a load of this kitchen. Woo! And if you think the kitchen's big, just wait until you see the pantry. What? Craziness. Anyway, so then you've got this little sitting area just on the inside of this massive sliding glass door. Now we're gonna step out onto the back patio, but we're gonna do it from the game room because if you just think about it, all of these, and even on the other side of this wall right here, there's another sliding glass door just this size. All of that can open up onto the back patio. So just tons of like entertaining indoor, outdoor kind of space. And then you have your dining room. Again, just sitting on the inside. So it looks like they've got a little outside one as well. Some fun little pendant lights hanging down over the top of the table. And then again, they carried the ceilings in here into the dining room and kitchen space. But there is just so much elbow room. Nothing feels like it's on top of each other. I know it's all open to each other, but what I hate the most in homes is when everything just is crammed together, right? I love that breathing room. But anyway, from there, you have this little bar space. right? You've got the waterfall edge, a little inside bar space, and then you have this cafe style window that would open up, and which is really nice and handy because you've got the grill right here. So even if you weren't like serving drinks out of it, you could pass like food back and forth, right, from the grill. But very nice. You got the wine fridge. Almost got like a hammered stainless sink. What? And then we've got a couple different places to go. So I think what we're going to do first is we are going to swing in here. Probably going to jack up all of the flow, but I love this room. Not this closet, this is just the furnace, but this room right here. So this is the master bedroom. And y'all, ooh boy, my goodness. Look at this thing. So you've got the vaulted ceiling with like the shiplapping, nice big oversized chandelier, tons of windows. And then this I love this fireplace more than the fireplace in the living room. Like, look at this thing. It's got like this nice wood surround with the stone, again, going all the way up to the ceiling. It's like farmhouse without being farmhouse, but it definitely is farmhouse. You know, I don't know. But tons of space in here. Love it. You've got these nice hard or wide plank floors running throughout. And then get a load of this. Just off of the master bedroom itself, you have this retreat area. And get a load of this thing. Oh my goodness, nice big vaulted ceiling. And actually the vault in here is a lot steeper than the vault in the bedroom itself. That way that you can like get more views of the sky, right? Just absolutely spectacular. But anyway, this could be literally anything, right? You could turn this into anything you wanted to, whether it be an office, maybe a little gym room, like sky is the limit, little coffee area in the morning time, or just like an evening retreat, right? You've got this nice built-in, nice big light fixture, and then you have your private kind of patio space away from everyone else. Just beautiful. Now, as we are walking through this home, let me know what you like, what you might want to change or rearrange if you were to have this home, right? Or if you were to build something like it. I would love to hear it. And then also do me one favor, because if it wasn't for you guys hitting that subscribe button and watching all of these videos like you are right now, we wouldn't be able to get into homes like this, right? They just wouldn't. They'd be like, who is this little redneck fella in his plaid shirt trying to tour this amazing, gorgeous home that we built? And I'm like, and I don't know. Who am I? But, you know, with you guys, at least we've got the power of y'all kind of behind us, and that definitely helps us get into some of these spectacular homes. So anyway, into the master bathroom. So this thing is a steam shower with built-in Wi-Fi. What? Cool beans. I mean, and it's got like a little like screen right there to operate everything. And then my favorite part is not just this tub, right? But you have towel warming drawers. What? What is that? Right? Look at that. Oh, maybe it's this one down here. Look at that. You put your towel in this thing, it's a wolf towel warmer drawer. Fancy. It's like a microwave for your towels. But nice big soaking tub. I've never seen a towel warming drawer before. I've seen the towel warming racks, which, you know, they're okay. I'm not a super fan of how they look. But then you've got double vanity with a little makeup vanity in the middle. And then, of course, heated floors, right? I mean, you're not going to have something like this and not have heated floors. And I can feel the warmth radiating onto my toes. But a little water closet. Oh, maybe we're not going to jack up everything. It's not a pass-through closet. That's nice. Whew. Dodged a bullet on that one. Anyway, you got the linen closet, and then it opens up into this massive master closet. So tons of built-ins. Got a steamer. a washer dryer combo. And then you've got this nice big dresser here in the middle. Very cool. So this is one of my favorite rooms in the whole house. We're going to start working our way over to my other favorite one after we get through the kitchen, which the kitchen is magnificent, but it's the accompanying butler's pantry, the scullery, if you will, is every bit as magnificent. So here in the kitchen, that came out weird. I'm a little excited if you can't tell. I'm a little giddy, right? But so you've got like this eating island, Taj Mahal countertops on both this island as well as the next island and into the backsplash. And it's just a really pretty like kind of countertop. Look at it. It almost looks like a stormy ocean almost, right? Super cool looking. But some nice big oversized light fixtures on the little snack bar. And then on the back side, you have this island. Looks like there's push to open cabinets. Ooh, nice and deep too, like real storage. But beautiful island. And then on this side, look at the size of these drawers. These things are massive. Then you've got the undermount sink. Again, some more nice big pendant lights. And then you have panelized dishwasher and the trash can drawer. And then along the back wall, you have these beautiful glass pane cabinets that stand on either end, and then just tons of cabinets and drawers. And then, of course, your Wolf range with the double ovens. Apparently, this is a new style of Wolf range with the white on it. Normally we see like the cafe style appliances that are colored, but they said that these are brand new for Wolf, just kind of released. So that's pretty neat. And then you've got this pot filler. And again, they took the countertops, kind of wrapped it up into the backsplash. And then cabinets going all the way up to the ceiling, so you don't have to worry about doing any dusting. And then along this far wall, you have your Sub-Zero refrigerator and freezer, all panelized. And then this nice big kind of buffet space. So beautiful. I mean, this has got to be one of definitely the largest kitchen spaces that I've ever seen. I mean, we've toured some big ones, right? But just in terms of like elbow room and that type of stuff, it's massive. And then get a load of this thing. This is probably my second favorite room beyond the master bedroom. So this is your butler's pantry, and just gorgeous. So you've got the refrigerator, you've got a built-in microwave and another oven, and then just tons of counter space in here. Could you imagine in the holidays when they come rolling around, right? I'm talking, you can just lay the spread out in here, and you don't even have to have it in the kitchen. People can come in here and just start grabbing stuff off the countertop and kind of working their way around before exiting and going to find a cool space outside to sit down, right? Man, I would love it. Anyway, I do love the tile backsplash too. It's kind of like a, fish scales or mermaid scales. Something along those lines. Beautiful kind of like open shelves with that accent light, and then some more open shelves on either end. You do have another dishwasher and trash can drawer in here. And then look at this. They took the tile and just kind of wrapped it around the windows. Super neat. And then of course here, I'm not even going to try and tell you what that mountain is off into the distance in terms of the name. I know that is their ski resort right there. So you've got views of the ski resort, which is pretty neat. And then all the way up kind of towards the front of the butler's pantry, you've got like a little mini desk space. And then around the corner, you have the 2 secondary bedrooms. I think there are 4 secondary bedrooms total, but my goodness, get a load of the size of these things. I wouldn't even, this is the size of a master suite for sure. Like, just absolutely beautiful. Like, I'm salivating, you know. And this is the last home of the day, so it's just like, perfect way to end it. You know what I mean? Now I'm gonna go home, back to the hotel and just kind of cry in my pillow a little bit. And then when I get home, I'm gonna tell Jen, you know, that's it, we're moving. Let's go. I need this thing in my life. 5 acres, I'd be okay with 5 acres. Right, that's a good sized lot. Not too close to anybody, right? I can go out into my backyard and I don't have to talk to anyone. But into its closet. And then this right here is crawl space access. So the panel just kind of lifts up and you can get up underneath of the house. Quick escape hatch. And then into its ensuite. This one's got the nice deep tub with the shower. Kind of like a scalloped tile too. It's got some ridges in there. And then opposite that room is this room, which again, absolutely gorgeous, super tall ceilings, beautiful light fixture. Could you imagine you're a kid, right? And you get one of these like ginormous bedrooms. I feel like growing up, my bedroom was probably like half this size, which was cool. I'm happy, right? I had a bedroom, which is nice. But like my own bedroom. But anyway, beautiful little sitting area. And then into its closet. It's crazy. I feel like we've only seen half the house so far. Wild, right? Single vanity, toilet, and then this one's got a shower, standalone shower, which is insane. Just the magnitude of this home is crazy. So back to the kitchen area, then you've got this little hallway that takes you back to the foyer and all of that space. So let's go ahead and cross over. We'll come back this way, and I may have jacked this up too. We'll see. We'll see how it pans out. Might be doing a little, no, I think we can do this real quick. All right, so you've got this, let me go ahead and turn you around real quick. So you've got this nice, big, thick, arched doorway with this massive custom handmade door, which is pretty neat, nice and thick. Super cool. Now this is going to be like the game room space. So if you know the adults are over there hanging out in the main living areas, the kids can come over here and chill out, right? So this whole side of the house is kind of dedicated to that stuff. I think there's a couple bedrooms over here, but a lot of it, this is going to be your play area, right? So you've got this nice big sitting area right here. And obviously, you know, as we're walking through this home, how it's staged and set up, that's merely ideas, right? You don't have to take that for what it is. If you were to live in a home like this, you could obviously decorate it and design it however you wanted to. So just keep that in mind as we're walking through it. Maybe you see something that you don't necessarily like in a certain location, or maybe you want something different in that location. Let me know down in the comments. I'd love to hear it. But you've got a nice little wet bar over here. Beautiful gray countertops. I love that. Some open shelves, a little beverage chiller, and a prep sink. And then on the opposite side, so this is open, again, to the pool, hot tub area. So you do have kind of like easy access in here. So everybody that's outside playing doesn't necessarily have to go traipsing through the house to get to a bathroom. So you can just come in here. and do what they got to do. And then it's got a nice little storage closet over here too. So like, think games, think that type of stuff, right? And then from there, we'll go ahead and hop outside since we're over here and check out this back patio, and then of course the pool and all that fun stuff. So you do have this double-sided fireplace, so no matter what side of the party you're on, you can still kind of catch the vibes, right? I love double-sided fireplaces. You do have these tray ceilings with these beautiful wood accents up in the ceiling. And then on this side, kind of saw it as we were passing through the living room and everything, but you've got sitting area, little outside dining table, and then the grill. And then this is the other side of the fireplace. And then from there, it drops down into your pool area. Looks like, I think this is AstroTurf. Maybe? Yeah. But you've got the jacuzzi, you've got this pool area, little putting green. And let's get back here. Little fire pit. But check out this rear elevation real quick. Just get a load of this thing right here. Oh my goodness. I love it. It's huge. I'd never want to clean it though, but obviously you're probably going to hire someone to clean it. And I think, I see that in the comments all the time, like, how are you going to clean a house that big? That's what's going to happen, right? Because if you bought this house, you're too busy to clean your house, making that money. But anyway, we got some stuff over here to catch before we go upstairs. And this is going to be like the mudroom space of the home. So like your hall tree, or lockers rather. And then you've got a little bit of storage down on the bottom. And then back behind that is a powder room. And this beautiful like single piece sink, which is really nice. And then this is kind of the second laundry room, if you count the one in the master bedroom, technically as a laundry room. A place to do laundry, but nice folding space. Got the sink, little spot to put some hampers. I think there's 3 of them. And then look at all this like storage space. Really nice. And then into this closet. And then from here, we'll go hop out into the garage. I know they're getting ready for like a party for after building it, but we'll go scope it out. Oh, nice. No one's even back here. Cool. That works out. So this is the 4-stall garage, and then technically if you count there's actually 2 other stalls that you can utilize, but they've turned it into like the golf simulator space. But technically this could be like a 6-car garage, including those over there. Plus, you have the RV storage, which, you know, if you didn't have an RV or anything like that, a lift, right? Car lift. And then you could put even more cars in here. But anyway, all of these are storage and utility closets going all the way down. And other than that, I really didn't see too much more stuff in here. They got a little bit of parade stuff happening, like in terms of just things everywhere. So, but anyway, more to see. And this is the second flight of stairs up to the top floor. We'll get to that in just a little bit. You do have another storage closet in here. And this could be like a coat room as well, because this door right here, and you can kind of see like the weather stripping and stuff like that. This could be another garage. But I guess before we get out there, you do have some understair storage. Don't want to miss this thing. Then you got like another crawl space access up underneath of the house. It just kind of wraps around under the stairs. But anyway, so like I said, this could be the second garage access point, like stalls. But obviously right now they have it as this golf simulator. Now, I'm going to step out here. Like I said, they got some stuff that they're setting up. But just to kind of show this off to you, so you do have these two garage stalls, right? And this is your motor court. So I'm going to back up a little bit, let you scope all of this out. So just a massive motor court. And then this over here would be your RV stall, which again is just ginormous. And then if you didn't want, obviously, an RV, right? I think you could probably fit a car lift in here. Something along those lines. Now let's see if I can get back in through this door. Oh yeah, but where does it, oh nice. We just did a circle. Very cool. So, would you keep the golf simulator, turn it into something else, but still not utilizing the garage stalls? Or, you know, are you gonna have like your dream car collection and you're gonna put all that in here? And then right past that, you have this gym area, pickleball court / basketball court, with again, tons of views, access outside, so you can open up these doors too, and the kids can just come in here if they wanted to and play, or you could play, or whatever, right? And then the cool part, and we'll see this once we get upstairs, because we haven't even touched upstairs yet, y'all. Ridiculous. And the upstairs is massive as well. But you do have views up to the gym room. And then you've got a little gym storage in here as well. Like, I could fly the drone in this house and not have to worry about hitting a thing. I'm just kidding. I totally would. And then I'd be terrified. Anyway, so from here we'll go ahead and work our way upstairs. Got one more day here. And I'd have to say, there have been some pretty neat homes. A lot of great ideas coming from these homes. And the fact that we got to tour the biggest one in the parade, that tickles me. But anyway, this is your gym area. Just massive. Like, I feel like I'm actually at like the rec center or something. And then from there, we'll dive into some stuff. Now, one of the cool things is this big jumbo space, which is finished dry storage. Of course, you could utilize it for whatever you wanted to, right? Maybe turn this into, you know, I'm on YouTube all the time, so like, could be my studio, right? But it could be anything. Got your electric panels, and then over here, you have your mechanical closet. I'm not gonna mess with it, but I don't wanna like peel the paint off of it. But this is your upstairs laundry room. So this would technically be your third laundry room. You got washer dryer hookups. And then this is kind of like a storage closet, maybe like a nice linen closet, something along those lines. And then you have this common bathroom, which I believe connects to another bedroom. I'm not sure. We'll have to go check that out in a second. But I want to like wrap around. I don't want to go straight into it. But you do have double vanity. And then in your water closet, you got the toilet and a nice big tub space. Actually, you know what? Because it's too easy just to wrap back around. So we'll just dive in here. So what is this, bedroom number 4? Nice and spacious. I'm looking at like the time and everything like that, and I don't feel like necessarily I'm running through things. I feel like there's been sections where I've really been taking my time, but at the same time, for 13,000 square feet, like I feel like we're kind of cruising through it, right? But I think what that comes from, this is just me talking, but is the fact that it's just wide open, right? It's not a bunch of different little rooms. It's a bunch of different massive rooms. Which, again, I'm a fan of. I know some of y'all aren't. I know you want some more of your like subdivided homes, I guess. But I want to be able to have a Nerf gun fight, with my kids. And I think there's just enough walls to make that happen in a home like this. And it's so much room, like, you think about some Nerf gun battles, that would be epic. But, so this is the staircase going back down to the main level. I just want to kind of step over here real quick and show the view of the foyer from up here. And then this is pretty neat as well. So you've just got like this living room space and then this kind of playroom area or whatever you wanted it to be. And then views out onto your balcony and then epic views of the valley. So very cool. Now this is a neat room. Again, you've got the glass sliding doors, but they open up into kind of this space with the day beds. And I think what they were going for is kind of like a guest room, if you will. But you have this beautiful vaulted ceiling with a nice big light fixture and then sliding glass doors that open up onto this balcony. And while I wish this was almost like, I don't know, a spot near the kitchen, but with a balcony, right? Because this, I just imagine mimosas and like breakfast and just hanging out and taking in this epic view. I don't know. It's just where my mind goes. But see what else we got. I think we still have another bedroom. So down this hall, some more storage. And then this is the 5th bedroom. Today we're in Huntertown, Indiana, and we're getting ready to check out a spectacular new home from a brand new builder. This one I think you guys are really, really gonna like. So let me turn you around. I'll tell you all about it. It's here. Let's see, I think we gotta hit the call button again. There we go. Oh man. Let's see, where's everything at? We wanna go to, I gotta shut this door. Gotta shut this. All right, y'all, say hello to this beautiful home right here. Now, walking up to it, I did not expect to find what I did inside, and ooh, I am excited about it. With that, say hello to the Monaco from Granite Ridge Builders. This is an all-new builder for us, and I'm excited about it. I was actually told about this home earlier this morning, so I wasn't quite sure if we were going to be able to tour it, and yet here we are. So inside you are going to find 5 bedrooms, 7.5 bathrooms. There's a motor court around to the left-hand side of the home that has a 5-car garage, and all of this sits inside of 9,326 square feet. So beautiful entryway right here. You've got the brick front patio that kind of wraps around to the side, and then this nice big chandelier as you walk up to the double front doors. Now, if you are interested in this home, it would be approximately $3.7 million. But with that, let's get inside and see what all we can find. All right, here we go. I hope you guys are so ready for this one. I know I am. Just so many of the rooms in this home I just love them. Just tons of ideas. But this is the view that you were greeted with as soon as you walk in. You have this massive back porch or deck looking out into almost an 1.5 acre lot, which is absolutely spectacular. But before we dive into all of that, let me turn you around, check out this front entryway. So you've got the double doors right here, and then you've got like this little bench, hall tree-ish thing that just looks like an absolute piece of art. Spectacular. Nice big light fixture hanging down over the foyer as well. And then from there, we're gonna dive into it. So to the left-hand side, just as soon as you walk in, you are greeted by this beautiful office space. I mean, just check this thing out. I think the ceilings are probably my favorite part, but you do have double pocket doors with this really nice glass pane that opens up into the office itself. And I love how they kept the same color and then they just broke it up a little bit with the ceiling accents. I think that is really neat. But tons of built-ins in here. You've got the windows looking out into the front yard. And then just a really nice color, almost like a blue-green color, right? So you can access the hallway back here, which ultimately leads to the kitchen from this other set of pocket doors. But we're gonna stick out here through the foyer. Again, this is the hallway going back down to the other office space. But we'll go ahead and dive into this living room. How beautiful is this? So vaulted ceiling, exposed trusses, nice big chandelier. You've got the stacked stone fireplace surround going all the way up to the ceiling. Huge window array letting in tons and tons of light. And I love these built-ins. They're just immense with all the accent lights. They look really good. Now, I'm going to give you a quick pan back into the kitchen space, but we're going to get into the kitchen in a little bit. We're going to stick to this side of the house before we ultimately dive into the kitchen. But beautiful fireplace around. I love the hearth. Kind of a small mantle. It is there here around the insert. And then just off of that, kind of right off of the foyer as well, you do have a coat closet. And then from there, this whole side of the home is going to be master suite. So the first thing that we come to is, of course, this bedroom. And y'all, I am in love with this thing. Oh, just the decorating, you know. I think it looks awesome. The layout, it's got like its own sitting room. Very cool. Again, you've got some ceiling accents. I want to be able to show off all the angles. So this is the third home on this trip as we kind of make our way to Idaho, which I've never been to, but I've mentioned it before. I've only ever toured one other home up here towards Fort Wayne, and it has led me back. And I'm telling you what, right now, I have not been disappointed. Every one of these homes that we've toured today has been spectacular. But I love this room right here, just kind of like a garden-esque room, like a cool, cozy little reading nook, an after or evening retreat, you know what I mean, after the kids go to bed. I could just see me and Jen sitting over there in that little sitting room and hanging out. But then on the opposite side, of course, you've got this spa bath. So you've got the double vanity with the vessel sinks, little makeup vanity in the middle. You do have heated floors in here, so all these tiles are heated, which is super nice. Then you've got the smart toilet in here as well. A coffee bar? What? Who doesn't want a coffee bar when they wake up and like just, you get in the steam shower, you grab yourself some coffee. Not me, I wouldn't do that, but I don't like coffee. But I would definitely hop in this steam shower. So you got some jets, you got the little steam thing, you've got a bench. Very cool. Now, if you haven't already, do hit the subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. We tour tons of homes all across the country. This just happens to be one of them. So if you are digging this home or if you've dug any home that we've ever toured on the channel, do me a favor. Do me a solid and just hit that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. It would mean the world to me. And with that, check out this closet space. Just like I don't know. I love that they put all the clothes in here. Just makes it like it feels lived in, right? But you've got the washer dryer in here. And then you also have a steamer in here as well. In the middle is, of course, this dresser. Now, in terms of laundry, what was there, like 4 different laundry spaces throughout the home? Which is crazy. You've got a little pop-up outlet thing. Very cool. Now, there's just tons of these rooms that you walk into and you're like, oh my gosh, I need that in my life. But let's see, where do we want to go now? We will hop over here into the kitchen. I guess this is where we will start. So, island, waterfall edges on either end. You've got some nice light fixtures hanging down over the top of it. It does look like there is some storage, but I'm going to do something new. I'm not going to open it, but there is storage up underneath of the island. I know y'all don't pass out or nothing, right? It'll be fine. We'll get to the next ones. But panelized refrigerator. And then you have 1 microwave, 1 oven, and then 2 ovens. So 3 ovens overall. You've got the pot filler. They took the counters, kind of wrapped them up into the backsplash. You have this brass range hood, which looks really good and matches your sconces on either side. I know I didn't show the front side of the island yet. We'll get to it. But then you also have some beautiful glass pane cabinets as well. And we cannot forget the spice rack. And on this side of the range is your utensil drawer. Now, when I say this home has everything, I mean this home has absolutely everything. Like, I would say that this is a dream home for sure. But you have a trash can drawer right here. You have an ice maker right here. What? And then your undermount sink looking back out into this beautiful living room. And then, of course, your dishwasher. Then from there are tons of things happening. I guess, man, we'll go ahead and do this just to show you, because there's another way to access this. What? So you have a whole secondary chef's kitchen, butler's pantry, messy kitchen, whatever you want to call it. You've got the Melee espresso machine with another little coffee bar, tons of built-ins on this back side. And then you have your secondary range, built-in microwave, dishwasher, another sink looking back out onto the patio space, and then up at the front is a refrigerator. Like, I'm excited. Anyway, you got some storage in here as well. And if all of this wasn't cool enough, right? Because this is a gorgeous pantry. This door right here leads out into the garage. You open up the garage door and bam, you're in the pantry, right? But we'll get out into the garage in just a little bit. There are 2 separate stalls, and there's another way to access that one as well. I just want to, we'll kind of keep with this flow a little bit. But just on the other side of your kitchen space, you do have your dining room. Again, tons of windows kind of surrounding the space. And then we'll step out onto the back patio in just a second. I do want to hop into this sitting room right here, which has this wet bar. But every room you move into has a different feeling almost. It goes from like bright and airy to dark and moody, which, you know, I feel like just depending on the day, right, could determine where you're wanting to hang out in your house, which I can get down with, right? Because not every day's the same, so why would I want to hang out, you know, in different, I don't know. Hopefully you're picking up what I'm putting down, but just kind of how I feel. Anyway, from there, we'll go ahead and step out here onto this back deck area, and it is massive. You got the huge vaulted ceiling, massive trusses, another outdoor eating space, and then you have your whole outdoor kitchen with the grill. You've got the fireplace, stone going all the way up to the ceiling, your griddle, and then a prep sink as well. So what are y'all thinking so far? I know we haven't really made it too far in the home, and we've already seen this so much, but what do you like? Is there anything you'd like to change or rearrange if this home was to be yours? And then you just have massive amounts of deck space out here so you can take in your estate, right? Looks like they've even got a pickleball court down there, a little fire pit, and we'll get all down there in just a little bit to scope everything out. But just quick little preview, you know what I mean? Anyway, we'll go ahead and hop back inside. And y'all, the day has come. This home does have an elevator, right? And I'm gonna ride it because there's someone here to save me should I not come out alive. Anyway, so this, I'm gonna show you this. Let's see. I'm gonna show it to you on this level, but I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna ride it down. I'll call it once we get up top. And I'll actually do it. I shut the door this time. It's going to happen, but we're going to ride it down to the basement. Anyway, on this side of the home, you have stairs down to the lower level as well as up to the upper levels. And then this is kind of like your mudroom area. You've got a little powder bath over here with a single vanity. Kind of a fun wallpaper. And then the toilet. And then you also have your hall tree and a little bench. Now, this is the same garage space that we saw from the pantry area, okay? So that's the door right there. Tons of stuff happening in here as well. So you've got your pet wash station with some funky tile and some storage. And then there's just a lot of storage everywhere. So this door right here leads into the pantry. You've got another wash basin. This door goes out onto the back patio. And then you have your electric panel, kind of workshop area with all of this storage, EV hookup. And then this is the double stall. And it has that liftless system for the garage door. I don't know what it's called, but anyway. And then you also have this pass-through garage stall as well. So there's a door on this end and a door on the opposite end. So maybe you wanted to put a gym over here or something. You wanted to work outside. You know what I mean? Like do a workout, but be outside at the same time. You could do that. And then there's also another stall that we'll get to in just a little bit. We're going to go ahead and hop up here. This has some storage space up above this garage stall. Now, I haven't been up here yet, so I don't know what all is up here. Looks like just storage. But you could do some stuff up here as well, right? Turn this into something, maybe like a hobby room, or keep it as storage. You let me know down in the comments. But tons of space. And it's got the automatic lights, which also brings me to the home is on a whole smart system for all of my, AV geeks out there. I don't know what you would actually call it or the proper term, but you can hit like a single button and it turns out all the lights, which is super nice. And I'm fairly certain that you can do that from your phone as well. Anyway, around the corner, you have a coat closet. And then into the second laundry room. So this one's fun. It's got like some pink shiplap in here. This beautiful herringbone brick pattern on the floor. You've got washer dryer hookups. Cabinets going all the way up to the ceiling. Nice undermount sink. Smells amazing, like a nice laundry room. And then you've got like a little pocket desk in here as well. Let's see, let's open some stuff. We've been a little lax in this tour in terms of opening things, I think. And then out into this garage, which again also has EV hookup. You've got another electric panel out here, some attic access. And then I think the only other cool thing out here is, so this door right here can also access the elevator. So if you came in and you needed to go upstairs or downstairs or whatever the case may be, straight from the garage, you could do that instead of coming in here to the main level. All right, so from here, we'll go ahead and work our way upstairs. And I have not been upstairs at all yet. So we'll be doing this part together. Got a little carpet. You've got some lighting up underneath of the handrails, which is pretty neat. It's not like the accent lights on the floor. They're actually up underneath of the handrail. All right, so while there are 4 levels to this home, the elevator doesn't go up to the 4th floor. So we're going to go ahead and call it up here. That way it is ready to go when we're ready to take it down. But this is the second bedroom overall. So this is going to be the first secondary bedroom in the home. The dang ring's got like a mind of its own. Ooh, automatic lights in the step in. And then into its ensuite. So you've got the single vanity, tons of counter space, sconces on either side, and then you have the shower and tub insert with the frosted glass door. Now this tub is super wide though. And then what are you? This looks like just a utility room. Looks like it. So you've got a furnace or hot water. Is that a water heater? Yeah, water heater. But that's cool because you got like the robot vacuum, little storage space for it. That's so handy. Ours sits in our living room. And it's just like there. But here's the laundry room. Do you have automatic lights? Yes. Very nice. So another stackable washer and dryer, some counter space. Again, cabinets going all the way up to the ceiling. Got some open shelves down on the bottom. And then next to that, you have an ensuite with double vanity. And then all the way at the back, you have another shower and tub insert. Man, they're like jacuzzi tubs though. They're super wide. And they got like the little backrest back there. And then you've got the toilet. And then this is probably a linen closet, yeah. And then on the opposite side, this is the second secondary bedroom. Cute little nursery. And then check out its closet. More automatic lights. Obviously, they're probably all going to have that, but I don't think I've ever seen it in like a step-in. Anyway, then you've got a vestibule that kind of connects this corridor to the next part of the home. You have views down into your foyer. And then I guess there's just a room over here. So you've got a furnace. And then into the room itself. So this is the third room over here. And then into its closet. That one tried to fake me out a little bit. Attic access. And then this is the first like walk-in in the secondary closet that we've seen. All right, now before we hop into this elevator, we're gonna go and take a little walk up to the 4th floor, which is up this way. It sounds like there's a TV on up here, but it just kind of wraps around and you've just got like this giant playroom. What? Check this out. What type of game room is this? Anyway, you've got, it's like a nursery room up here. So you've got like this Dutch door, and then it just kind of opens up into this like fun zone of awesomeness. Oh my goodness. Look at all of this. You got the slide. Little tree just kind of wraps around a little bit. I'm jealous. My childhood was a sham. I'm just kidding. Where was it in my house? Anyway, you also have a bathroom up here, single vanity, toilet, and then a shower, standalone shower. And then its linen closet. I wasn't expecting this at all. I know there's some homes that we're going to be touring on this trip that have some pretty sweet basements, but this is cool. So you got like a little day bench. I wonder if there's storage over here. No. All right, I'm going to try not to swing you around too much. There's just a lot happening. Well, yeah, think about this. I've never seen anything like this before. But like a little bar area, little craft zone. And then another storage closet. I think I'm most fun about like the block pit. I think that's just cool. All right. The time has come to hop down into this elevator. I'm a little nervous. I'm telling you the truth. Like, I've ridden elevators, right? But I've never a home elevator. I'm sure it'll be fine, but we're going to do it. All right, it's here. Let's see, I think we got to hit the call button again. There we go. Oh man. Let's see, where's everything at? We want to go to, I got to shut this door. I got to shut this. All right, we're locked in. Now we want to go to 1, I think. All right, we're locked. I'm holding on. Have y'all ridden in one of these things before? Just like in a house? I feel like it's different in a hotel because they actually have people that like maintain them all the time. I'm sure that, you know, I wonder how much it would cost to maintain like an in-house elevator. It does have a phone, like a phone in here though, so that's nice. Max weight 950. Whew, under the weight for that one. But it's nice and spacious in here. Like if you had mobility issues and stuff like that, if you had to fit a wheelchair or something in here, you could definitely do that. Let's see, did we make it? Oh yeah. All right, well I can check that one off of my bucket list. All right, we're gonna start over here before I reveal like all of the rest of the basement. So there's automatic lights in all of these rooms, so kind of annoying for filming because I don't know what to expect when I go into it and then it just flashes you in the face. But it's all right. This is, what is this, the 3rd laundry room? I like this one because it's got some folding space. Ooh, a Chick-fil-A sauce. And then on the opposite side, you've got another storage area. Got an electric panel, your AV stuff. Y'all just wait until you see this this speakeasy and this wine shrine down here. Oh my goodness, this is probably the coolest wine room we've ever seen on the channel. And I'm talking, we've toured humongous homes, and this one by far has the coolest. So pretty sweet mechanical room. All clean and crisp looking, finished floors. What? These water heaters. Gee whiz. All right. So down here in the basement, you've got tons of things happening. I guess we'll start right here with this bar. So you've got this beautiful live edge bar with kind of like some wood, oak, something like shiplap on the bottom. Super cool looking. We've got some exposed beams and then a full kitchen. So this is what, your 3rd full kitchen. And then if you want to count like the outdoor kitchen, 4th kitchen. So you've got dishwasher, the cafe appliances. I think that's all down here, which I love the cafe appliances. Jen likes the white ones with like the brass accents. But then you've got the undermount sink looking back out into the party room essentially. And then the trash can drawer. And then back behind us, let's see. I haven't opened up hardly anything down here at all. Little candy cupboard. Range hood, some open shelves on either side. And then of course your refrigerator. And then into, what would you call this? The lounge, right? Definitely watching some games down here for sure. But you got this huge entertainment center. You've got the gas fireplace. Nice big mantle. Kind of a cool bead surround. And then you've got views out onto your walkout back patio. And then this, I need this in my future home for sure. I love this thing. So this is your speakeasy. You've got the wet bar over here to the left-hand side with like some pipe shelving, which is super cool, with like that industrial looking vibe. Kind of like some rust colors in the countertops. You got your prep sink, beverage refrigerator, tiled ceiling, and then of course you've got some seating space with, check out these sconces, with like the antler light bulbs, which is super cool. You have your refrigerated actual wine shrine, right? Super nice. Looks like you can hold tons of bottles in here. And then this right here is an actual safe door. It's been disabled as part of the parade, but the vault door actually works. But that opens up into this spectacular tasting room. Now, this isn't just a tasting room. This is surrounded in thick concrete and also dubs as your safe room, right? So in the event of a storm, you can come down here, and what better place would you rather be? But you also have tons of storage in here for wine. You've got 2 refrigerators. And I just love this thing. Like, we've never seen anything on this scale. And we've seen some cool ones. I've seen some cool tasting rooms, right? Some cool cellars. But this one tickles my fancy. It's probably definitely the biggest one that we've seen by far. And then it also has like this dry storage space, which I think ultimately is an extension of the safe room. Just like that side's the party, we're gonna get through it. And then this side is the actual like safe room with all the cameras and stuff like that. I just like the idea of the vault door, right? One, security purposes, because if you've got that much wine, that's a big investment, you know what I mean? So if anything ever happens, it's stored. Anyway, this is part of the wellness corridor. So you have, this is gonna be like your spa with full shower. You do have single vanity with a beautiful sink bowl. Then back behind us, you have the sauna. And then once you get done with the sauna, you're done sweating, you can come over here and hop into this shower. So you've got a great big rainfall shower head in here as well. And then the toilet. And then we have the gym room. Ooh, I didn't even see that. Little water bottle filler. And then into the golf simulator room. With kind of another little bar space. So super fun. And this thing just keeps going because there's more to see. This is, so far, this is the biggest home that I've toured here on this trip. Granted, it's only the 3rd one, but it is definitely the largest one so far. Okay, let's stick over here real quick. So this set of stairs will take you back up to kind of that mudroom space with this main level, right? So that would be the stairs if you were to take the stairs. And then you have this powder room, or I guess it's a full bathroom. Single vanity, some kind of fun wallpaper. Toilet, and then the shower and tub. And then across the hall, this is storage. And then this would be like the junior suite or the secondary master suite down here in the basement. And thus, probably the reason that there's an elevator in that one garage, right? So maybe you have a family member or something like that, parents, relatives, whatever, that need to live with you, right? They can just pull into their own garage stall, grab the elevator down here, and it's like they have their own apartment. So everything that we've seen in terms of all the fun stuff, it could still be fun stuff, but at the same time, it could be utilized for other things, right? So as we have been walking through this home, just because you see something doesn't necessarily mean that's the way it has to be, because a lot of these homes are all custom that we tour, right? They are completely one-offs, and shoot, there's some builders that we tour, they never build the same home twice. So just keep that in mind. If you see an idea that you like, that's what you need to take away from these tours. And then you can incorporate that ultimately into your own future home. But I think this is another automatic light. Yeah. So see, ultimately that could be like a living room, kitchen, and then dining room space over here if you wanted it to be. And then we will step out onto this back patio because this looks like the entertainer's dream. So you've got a pizza oven. Looks like it's got the built-in gas connection, which is super cool. More, oh, that's a kegerator right there. And then just more entertaining space. Secondary gas fireplace. And then check this out. So would you live here? Yes or no? I would. I would want a little bit more property, right? Take me off my farm and then shove me on an acre and a half. It's going to be a little tight, but I could definitely do this. You've got like this jacuzzi pool over here. What? Very nice. And then a little fire pit and of course the pickleball court. So normally we get to see the same old homes over and over and over again, and I feel like it's a special treat when we come across a gem, just a special, beautiful piece of artwork that just changes things up a little bit. And today we found that here in Ganola, Utah, with this beautiful home from a brand new builder. So let me turn you around. I'll tell you all about it. All right, y'all, say hello to the Serendipity from JLR Contractors. This is actually a really unique home in terms of the owner was actually the designer of the home, which is pretty neat. Grabbed a lot of inspiration from all of like the old style Utah homes, little bit of Southern charm in there as well, and mashed that all together into this beautiful, beautiful brick home. Now, on the exterior, obviously you can see all of these columns just kind of wrapping around. It's kind of got like a little bit of a cottage feel here on the back. And then what she said is her husband wanted a castle, so it's kind of got like a castle-y feel on the back. But pretty neat looking. Just look at all of the detail above the windows. A lot of stained glass. She's been collecting kind of different pieces from across the country for a while, and the home was kind of built around a lot of that, which is pretty neat. Now inside, you are going to find 4 bedrooms, 5.5 bathrooms. You did have the 2-car garage, and all of this sits inside of 10,240 square feet. So it's kind of got this nice big covered front porch right here with like the teal roof, like ceiling, which looks neat. And then just spectacular views of this Utah Valley, which is amazing. Now, if you are interested in a home similar to this, you can expect to pay between $3 and $3.5 million. But with that, let's get inside and see what all we can find. All right, here we go. So this is interesting. It's unique. This is your front door right here. And it's wild. It's so far away from not so far away, but it's not like what we typically see where you enter right into like the kitchen or the living room or something along those lines. You have like a proper kind of mudroom space, right? Again, with like these glass windows. A lot of these came from different parts of the country. And I probably need to, on homes like this that have had so much involvement from an owner, gosh, one day I need to get to the point where like they do the tour and I just kind of showcase kind of their thoughts and ideas behind it, because I got to walk around with her and everything and get that story. But pretty cool. Like this right here, I think she said these 2 windows on these doors came from Oregon, and you can see they're kind of old and cracked. So what they had to do was kind of encase them in glass, and then they built the doors kind of to match the windows or to fit the windows. So super custom. And there's just so much of that throughout this whole home. And I'm going to try and do it justice, but we'll see. Anyway, you do have like a little coat hook right here. And then from there, you enter into your first powder room, or the powder room. And again, kind of and you're going to see a lot of this, a lot of stained glass throughout the home, just to kind of add to that kind of cool cottagey feel. But nice little pedestal vanity, and then it wraps around this partition wall right here where we've got the toilet. And then from there, you have access out onto this side balcony, which we will get to. There's a bunch of different ways to access it, but it just makes it where you've got views from all over the different parts of the home. Now, we are going to go ahead and start over on this side of the house. I'll just give you like a good pan of everything. And you can kind of see where they kept that kind of traditional feel in terms of like it's not open concept and each room is its own room, which is pretty neat. But we'll start over here in this family room. Just nice and open. Went with the wood stove. It's a nice exposed beam up above that. Just tons of space. I think it's interesting and neat, and I was so excited when I pulled up, just because like, you know, I know what we tour all the time, right? And that's kind of what I was explaining, was that it's neat, it's interesting in the fact that it breaks things up from what we normally tour. Now, the other cool thing about it is that this, she bought this lot and then tore the home down, but the home itself had to sit on the original footprint, or at least pretty close to it. And so in order to get around that, you've got this beautiful sunroom right here, which is all enclosed, but as you can tell, there's got the exterior wall right here. So they were kind of able to to get around that and have this beautiful sitting space, again, with access out onto the balcony. And the neat thing about this is it sits right off of the master bedroom. So pretty cool. I love this big old swing right here. I could see just hanging out in here. Now, as we are walking through this home, let me know what you like, what you might want to change or rearrange if this home was yours. Love to hear that in the comments. And also, we're here for the Utah Parade of Homes. We tour homes all across the country, though. So if you love this home or other homes, definitely hit that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it, and it kind of helps us move across the country and get into beautiful homes like this. So this is pretty neat, this patio space. You got like this pergola on one side, and then it's open on the other side. I'll give you a quick little view down. There's walkout basement. There's a lot of like balcony and patio spaces all around this home, just so you could take it all in, which is awesome. I could be mistaken. I think she said it sits on, the property itself sits on 5 acres, and then it's kind of surrounded by a couple different farms, which is neat. So it gives you a little bit of that elbow room. And then from there you transition into the master bedroom. And you can actually access this from 2 different points, but the sunroom is kind of where we came. Now, another thing was this mantle. This was another piece that she brought into the home. I'm telling you, if you've got a cool story and you got some time, you've got a cool home that you just built, let me know. I want to come and hear it. I want to share it from your perspective. I think that's something I want to start working towards in the future. You know what I mean? I think that would be neat. I've dabbled in some of that stuff, but I've never done like a full video of it. So I think it would be fun. Anyway, from there you transition into the ensuite. You got a little sauna over here. And then back behind us is the water closet. Nice and spacious. And then from there you enter into like the bathroom itself. So double vanity, clawfoot tub, which was actually part of the original structure. They refinished it and just kept it, which was neat. And then into the closet. So tons of space in here. Some nice little port windows almost. And I love that they just kept like this theme. Because, I mean, keep in mind, this is a brand new home, right? Built for the parade. They said it took a little over a year to build, and then they've designed it for like 2 years. So just pretty neat in terms of the things that you can do. I always think about, you know, new homes is like having, I don't know, they're just all, I just keep going back to that. They're like all the same. You're going to have, you know, the Pella windows and all that stuff. And I'm sure you have that in here as well. But just being able to access or have some of these other features within like a new construction home is pretty neat. Anyway, it does have an elevator. Not going to ride this one, but it does have it. It goes to all 3 floors, the basement, this level, as well as the upper level. Which y'all just wait till we get up there. That thing is cool. But this is kind of another little corridor that takes you back to both the family room as well as the dining room. Now again, someone does kind of live here. Just we're in the parade, so we're not going to be diving into too many closets. There's some closets that I'll open up, but not too many, just out of respect for the owner. But then you do have the laundry room. The main level laundry room. So again, the seafoam, I love that color too. And just the neat little white and black, or white and teal tiles, looks really neat. You've got your wash basin. And then there are several arches throughout this home. My favorite is actually the barrel vault going into the kitchen, which we'll get to momentarily. But you do have this dining room space just kind of off of, so we're back to the family room and the entryway, just to orient you a little bit. But you have the dining room. And then we'll just step out here real quick. We're not going to go too far into it, but I just want to be able to show you the different sides of the home and the elevations and all that stuff. But you've got like this beautiful little garden patio space back here. Little fire pit. Just kind of neat what they did. So this is actually access from the garage straight back here. And then I guess this would be like the side door. And then from there you have another closet right here. And then next to that is the office space, which kind of looks out into the garden, which is pretty neat. It's got views of the mountains. And then from there, we start working our way into the kitchen. And you have this beautiful barrel vault right here with these kind of china cabinets on either side. She said this wasn't actually going to be part of the home initially. She was just going to have some hutches on either side. And then, I don't know, I'm so glad that she did this barrel vault though, because it looks spectacular. And then from there, you enter into this kitchen, which is probably even more spectacular. It's just grand and gorgeous looking, you know what I mean? Like, oh my goodness. And it's got some really cool things. I like opening drawers, and I know there are some in here that I get to open and kind of share with you. But nice big island. You do have one trash can drawer right here, and then there's another one over by the sink as well. And then there is some storage up underneath of the front side of the island. You've got these two little spindles and then quartz countertops throughout. And then on this side, you have your refrigerator and freezer right here. And then this is your appliance garage. Cabinets going all the way up to the ceiling, all the way around, which is very nice. And then you've got your kind of 45 range with pot filler, beautiful tile going all the way up to the ceiling, nice big range hood. And then you have all of these little drawers and cabinets. Then in the middle of that, kind of like a little breakfast bar, a little breakfast nook with this wraparound bench, which is pretty neat. And again, they had the table refinished. It was just another piece that she had, but she had it matching, or she had it sent off to match the cabinet color, which is cool. And then some little under bench drawers. I was looking to see if there was any further back. I don't think so. And then on this side, you've got this beautiful glass cabinet. And then next to that is just some more cabinet space. And then you have this beautiful apron sink looking out onto your front patio with views off into the distance. Now I asked her kind of what the idea was behind like the layout and the floor plan of her home. And she was like, well, there's beautiful views all in the valley. And I just didn't at first know kind of what I wanted to do. And I realized that they don't have to be together. The kitchen and the living room, those were kind of the two things that she wanted the views from. So which one was going to get the view? This is actually pretty neat. This is like for your dish rags and then like your soaps and stuff, just kind of right here. And you know, with being modeled after like an older home, they didn't have that anyway. They were typically, the kitchen would be away from the living room and all the other rooms and stuff like that. So once she realized that, it was game on, and it was pretty neat. Anyway, dishwasher, double ovens. It's like a warming drawer down there on the bottom. And then this right here is actually a cleaning kind of drawer slash cabinet. So you can put your broom and everything right in there, which is pretty neat. And then a 45 wall into your pantry space. Again, this is actually, so it's a stained glass, but since there's no like light behind it, they had to put an LED back behind the glass itself. And it's actually pretty neat because it's in the wall, like it's not here, right? Which is cool. Anyway, you have your storage pantry, and then you have kind of your working pantry a little further back. And they actually, they were explaining this to me. What is the beams? It's a glue beam, whatever it's called. Y'all tell me down in the comments. I know y'all know what it is. But anyway, they had gotten rid of it, and she saw it just in the junk pile, and she was like, "Oh my goodness, let's turn that into a table." So they sanded it down. Looks kind of neat. And then this just like oval window looking out onto the front porch. Just tons of stuff. Like I love all the little details. And I love this tile in here. I think this looks super neat. So this is the mudroom coming in from the garage. But it's kind of like weathered with a little bit of that teal color in it. And then from there, we'll step out here. It is set up for the parade, which I think kicks off on Tuesday. I think, well, maybe it started on the 5th. So it's been going for a little bit, but a couple days. Anyway, let's see what all we see in here. Got the two. That might even be only big enough for one, huh? But that's about all I see. You've got access out onto this back garden space that we saw. And then from there, we'll work our way upstairs. Go check that out, and then we'll come down to the basement. So what are you thinking so far? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Is there anything you want to change or rearrange? This is probably one of the coolest spots up here. It's just this massive, open, like, kids area. Check this thing out. Now I'm walking on some plastic, so hopefully it's not crunching too loud, but pretty neat. Got the little slide, all the stairs, tons of space in here. And then we'll dive into some of these rooms. So you do have the elevator door right here, another little office space. Try not to crunch. I don't know if you can hear it. I can hear it. It's a little distracting. But kind of cool looking. And then this upper deck area was made so that whoever's working here in the office space can kind of come out and work out here if they wanted to, take in some of these views, right? Which is pretty cool. I feel like it's really neat to have a lot of this outdoor living space. And then let's see. Over here we also have kind of the craft room area. We've got the vaulted ceiling in here. There are 2 storage closets on either side of the doors. And then you've got like little crawl space access over here as well. Another closet. And then this is, I think, one of the only standalone full bathrooms in the house. And y'all, this thing is wild. So first and foremost, of course, they went with like a floral tile pattern to actually match this little vanity over here, which is pretty neat. You've got the medicine cabinet built into the wall with some fun little sconces. And then another partition wall with the toilet. But just kind of neat. I like the detail in the floor with the flowers. And they did the same thing and just kind of alternated it in the shower. So this is the second home, and you got this little linen closet right here as well. Oh, there's also attic access up above us. But anyway, this is the second home we've toured here in Utah for this parade. And y'all, I love coming here. Not just because of the views, right? Because the views here are spectacular, but the homes, oh my goodness, they do them up for sure. And they're just unique and interesting. But then you've got like this little, honestly, I would almost turn this into like the office space, other than the fact that you have that balcony out there. But that's just me personally, right? Because that side over there can just be for all the kids and grandkids and everything. But kind of a cool little library setup over here. And then into this bedroom, which is kind of, it's like 2 bedrooms in one. So this is for when their kids and grandkids come over, they can have a space to kind of, kind of hang out and stuff. There's one here, and then there's like a secondary ish master bedroom down in the basement as well. So another closet. And then into this space, which sits out over the top of the garage. And then it has this fun little balcony spot, which I didn't even walk out here. This is the one that you really see when you pull in the drive. It's kind of cool looking. And then from here, we'll go on down to the basement. If you are looking to build your home, reach out to our good friends over at professionalhomeplans.com. While you can't build this exact home with them, you can draw inspiration from it and work with their design team to craft that kind of perfect dream home for you and your family. And even if you don't want to pull inspiration from this home, there are tons of other homes that we've toured all across the country, that you could easily pull some inspiration from. But if you still can't find any inspiration from any of those homes that we've toured, they also have tons of different pre-designed floor plans for you to choose from. And then you can work with their team to kind of tweak those and craft those into your perfect dream home. So if you, again, are looking to build your home, start with professionalhomeplans.com. You can find the link in the description. All right, down here in the basement, again, tons of things going on. So the owner, she joked, she was like, the home was designed by a woman. So there's like storage, like literally everywhere is some storage. So we're not gonna go over here. She said there was a bunch of stuff in those, but you've got some understair storage and then just some more storage closets. And then here, kind of in this hallway, again, more storage closets. And then just kind of around the corner from the stairs, you've got this little hall with 2 more closets. You've got some linen closets over here. And these lead into this bedroom. So this is one of 2 bedrooms down here in the basement. Again, you know, more spectacular views. And then into its ensuite. And I think every room, with the exception of the one upstairs with like that bonus kind of bedroom up above or connected to it, have their own en-suites. So you got the single vanity in here. And just kind of a fun tile on this tub. And then on the opposite side of the room, you've got this massive closet. And then almost like a little linen closet when you first walk in, or some other type of storage closet. Like I said, just a whole heap ton of closets. Not just down here, but I feel like throughout most of the home. But then you have your yoga room and exercise room. So if you're into like antiques and stuff, I wish, what'd you say, this was like, it was I don't know, a doorway imported from India, right? That they turned into a mirror, which was cool. I don't know. That's the type of stuff. It's those stories, I think, that make the home special, and uniquely some ones, right? I feel like I can show homes all day long, but at the end of the day, that's kind of what gives the people, is what gives it character, you know what I mean? Maybe that's something we need to don't tour anymore. I'm just kidding, I would never do that. I'm always going to tour new homes, but just go find these cool, unique homes with backstories from people. Anyway, this is your side elevation of the home. And it's actually, I didn't even notice this. It's got this other garage. I guess that's what would be the 2-car garage, right? And that must have been what one of them doors were for that said storage. It was ultimately for garage access, which is neat because I feel like the other garage door up there, it looked like it would only fit 1 car anyway. But anyway, tons of outdoor space. It's kind of a cool look. Got some outdoor speakers, right? And then next to that, you have this gym room. And then we start getting into some more fun stuff over here. So this is the lower level laundry room. Oh, I think this is another, I think this must be two standalone bathrooms. So you got this one's got like a fun tile or a fun countertop. It's got a single vanity. Then the toilet. And then the shower. And I like this, I like the tile on the floor because it just looks like bubbles. And then around the corner, again, elevator access. And then you also have some more storage. And then you have double doors into kind of that secondary master suite down here on the lower level. So perfect if you've got older kids and stuff coming over, you know, if they're married, maybe they've got kids, like just tons of different places for them to hang out. And then we'll step into its closet and then into the ensuite. This one's got like a closet inside of a closet. I would imagine some of these closets are, maybe the ones on the other side closer to that garage door. That's probably where you're going to find like your furnace, your water heaters, you know, all that stuff. And typically we would show that, but you know, when we tour homes that someone actually, you know, is living in or moving into, we'll leave that stuff alone. So if you're new here. But anyway, and then into this shower, got like a nice bench back there. And then around the corner is the toilet.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. Today we're in Westfield, Indiana, and we're getting ready to check out a beautiful English Tudor style home, unlike anything we've ever seen before. Say hello to the Olivia from Mckenzie Pierrot Homes. This home right here, I love it. Both inside and out, it is absolutely spectacular. Here on the exterior of the home, I love all these copper accents. I think those look awesome. I love the brick, phenomenal. It's just got a really cool look to it. Now, inside of this home, you are going to find 6 bedrooms, 7 full bathrooms, 2 half bathrooms. There is a 3-car garage right here. And all of this sits inside of 7,611 square feet. Now, in terms of price, this home is $4.5 million without furniture. But they said that you could kind of work with them on the furniture within the home. So that's super cool. But with that, let's get inside and see what all we can find. All right, here we go. So this is your view just as soon as you walk in. And this whole home, y'all, it's just got like this nice kind of moody vibe to it. And I love it. But beautiful foyer. You've got the stairs going up to the 2nd floor as well as down into the basement. Nice big chandelier. But before we dive into all that, let me go ahead and turn you around real quick. Show you off this front entryway. Love the arch doors. Very nice, just letting in tons of natural light. And then from there, we'll start diving into it. So, of course, you've got the office over here to the left-hand side. As you walk in, you've got these beautiful kind of glass pane double doors. And I say office, but this looks more like a sipping room or a parlor. But either way, as we are walking through this home, let me know what you like, what you might want to change or rearrange if this home was to be yours. Love hearing that stuff in the comments. And then do me another favor. And make sure you hit that subscribe button. We greatly appreciate it. We tour custom and luxury homes all across the country. And we just found our way into Indiana. Now, we've been here before, but we're back with some new homes. Anyway, beautiful, beautiful room. I love this fireplace. We've got some built-ins on either side of that. And then I love these light switches. So they're just like push button light switches here within the home. And that's basically throughout all of the rooms with the exception of, I want to say, the secondary bedrooms upstairs. But anyway, continuing on down the foyer, you've got kind of this nice brick focal point here in the middle. Looks like a coat closet. Ooh, it's like a coat room. I don't know where the light is, but you get the gist of it. And then on the opposite side, this actually works its way back to the master bedroom. It's a really pretty room. Got your little alcove over here for some seating, some exposed beams. Just nice and spacious. And then just off of that, you work your way into the ensuite. So, double vanities, one on either side of the doorway. And then this one's got the makeup vanity next to it. And then back behind us, you have this beautiful soaking tub with some open shelves on either side of that. And then a standalone shower. You got the zero threshold, nice bench, little ledge. You got the rainfall shower head, normal shower head, wand shower head. Got all the things. And then continuing on, we start working our way towards the closet, but you've got like a little linen closet, cabinet. And then opposite that is the water closet. And then into the closet. All right, y'all wait until you see this oven out here once we get into the kitchen. Oh my goodness, this thing is so fancy. I love it. But a little sneak peek. Anyway, coming out here into all of the common spaces, you have the living room, more exposed beams in here. I love these arch built-ins. I think that looks awesome. I'm a big fan of the arches anyway. And they just kind of did it up here in this home. Anyway, nice big gas fireplace. And we'll get over here and give you a good pan back into the kitchen. I think this is definitely one of those like dream home kind of homes, you know what I mean? It just feels cozy. Anyway, stepping out here onto the back covered patio. This is pretty neat. You've got the screens built into all of these brick arches, which is neat. So you can still enjoy some of that outdoor feeling without having to worry about the bugs. This actually goes further back than I thought it did. And then you also have the heaters, which are pumping out some heat right now. We're getting to some cooler weather, that's for sure. But you've got the gas fireplace. I had stopped at a rest stop the other day. It was raining a little bit. Oh my goodness. I had never shivered so much in my life. And I've been in some cold places. I don't know what it was. It was cold. Anyway, over on this side, you have kind of like your outdoor kitchen space. Looks like you've got a pizza oven, you've got the grill, and this is nice because it's right off of the butler's pantry, as well as, it looks like it's got is that a door? Yeah. Doors going into the dining room as well. And then you've got your pool. It's got the cover on it right now. It's like a little fire pit back there. And this just looks like the pool house. I don't know if this is unlocked or not. Oh, it is. Oh, that's fun. So you've got the bar on the outside, and then all of these windows open. So you've got like your bar that you can serve. Got your beverage refrigerator, little prep sink. And then you have your pool bathroom. It's handy, nobody has to go inside, right? You even got a laundry, what? I guess if you had like dedicated towels or something out here, right? And then from here, we'll step back inside and we will hop into this kitchen. All right, so starting with the island, kind of a fun looking island. You've got seating space for some stools all around it. A couple drawers over here for some storage. Two pendant lights hanging down over the top of the island. And then on this side, looks like, I would imagine one of these is going to be a dishwasher, one's going to be a trash can. So that's a dishwasher. And then you have your sink looking back out into the living room. And then this is the trash can. And then along the back wall, y'all get a load of this oven. So it's called Le Carnu. I don't know. Y'all can correct me in the comments. Looks like it's imported from France. But you know it automatically makes it fancy. Got your utensil drawer. I mean, just look at this thing. It's got... I don't even know how to open it. Ugh. It is stout, though. Oh my goodness. But you got the pot filler. Looks like double ovens. I don't know what these little things are. Oh, that's how you turn it on. That's fun. And over here you got like pan cabinet. And then along the back wall, you've got your refrigerator and freezer on either side of this fun little coffee station. How cool is this? I just like this little sink right here. I think that's fun. But we'll work our way over to the dining room in just a second. We're going to swing over here, scope all this stuff out. So you do have another powder room. It's kind of some fun wallpaper, but single vanity and then the toilet. And then beyond that, you work your way into the mud room and get a load of this. I just saw this right here. Your little pet station with the water right there. What? That's nice. Little drop zone. And then through here, I believe this is the garage. So it's got like a little basketball court out here. But you got the two stalls and then the single stall. That's fun. That's kind of a cool place to have a little basketball court. It's even got like the scorekeeper. Anyway, let's just peruse around. They're set up for the Homerama right now. So I'm not sure how much we're going to be able to see. I think those stairs, that door actually leads down to the stairs or down to the basement. Y'all, I don't know what's going on today. But you got an electric panel out here, or a couple of them. You've got this storage closet. And then access out into the backyard. I'm pretty sure that's where that goes. It's down to the basement. I'm sure we'll find it when we're down there. But keeping back here, you've got your hall tree. And then opposite that, you've got some more storage cabinets. I feel like there's just so much to this home. But into the laundry room, nice little sink, and then back behind us you've got washer dryer hookups. This looks like a drying rack. And then some more storage. And then around the corner, this is all the way towards like the back of the home. This would be your guest bedroom, essentially. Boop, turn on the lights. I didn't turn on any lights in here at all. And into its closet. And it also has its own attached ensuite. So you got the single vanity, toilet, and then a standalone shower. Ooh, check this out. I didn't even notice this. So you've got an arch doorway right here, but the door is a pocket door with the arch. How cool is that? Anyway, that leads into kind of your pantry area. This looks like a little mini office space before it ultimately leads into the pantry. Looks like you've got another refrigerator in here. You've got the built-in microwave, an apron sink. Looks like another dishwasher and trash can drawer. Just got all the things. And then again, this is access out onto kind of your outdoor kitchen space. And then another arched pocket door before we finally find ourselves in the dining room. So I thought that these were doors, but I think they're just windows, and the only doors are right here. I was thinking that those were going to be some type of door too. But you still got access here into dining room from the outside part. All right, so from here we're going to go ahead and work our way upstairs. If you are loving this home, but maybe you don't live in Indiana or the service area of Mckenzie Pierrot Homes, well, have no fear. You can reach out to our good friends over at professionalhomeplans.com. While you won't be able to build this exact home, you can draw inspiration from it and work with their design team to craft that perfect dream home for you and your family. They'll help you start from square one if you have no idea whatsoever where you want to go with it. They're the perfect place to start. And if you can't come up with any inspiration from any of the homes that we've ever toured, they also have a bunch of pre-designed plans for you to choose from. Some we've toured, some we haven't. But definitely reach out to them, professionalhomeplans.com. All right. So up here is where you're going to find a lot of the secondary bedrooms, and they are spacious. So much room. Oh, whoa! I was not expecting this. I thought it was just going to be a step-in closet. That's fun. Little surprise. And then into its ensuite. With all the things. And then around the corner, this is going to be the fourth bedroom so far. I mean, these things are just massive. So this is our first time actually touring any homes from this builder, and I love it. This is definitely one. Now they only do so many homes per year. Like, it's very limited. They're very selective in who they choose to work with or build homes, the number of homes that they choose to build. There's probably a better way to put that. Just so they can focus on like quality over quantity. But I'm impressed. I like it. It's got character, but it also has warmth, right? It feels like a little different. It's not anything that any layout that we've seen before, which I always love that. I just think it's pretty neat. Anyway, so up here, this is looks like kind of a play zone area. Kind of just like a fun little hangout. Movie theater room. And there's tons of things I didn't even see. That I didn't turn lights on for. You got the vaulted ceiling in here. Then you have this upper deck space. If I can, maybe I locked it. No, there we go. Kind of a fun spot. Views down into the pool area. And then over here, I didn't even turn the lights on in here because I didn't see it. But you've got a powder room up here as well. And then you have this storage closet with some attic access up there as well. And then down this way, you have your second floor laundry room with a single vanity. And then you have washer dryer hookups. Kind of the same situation as downstairs. You've got the drying rack. And then back behind us, I don't know what this door goes to. Oh, your furnace. And then all the way at the end of the hall, this is what, your 5th bedroom? This one's got a fun little thing back behind it. But you've got this huge kind of day bench sitting right here with storage up underneath of it. I love that every one of these rooms have had their own en-suites. This one, you got the single vanity, the toilet, and then this one's got the shower and tub, which I think this might be, other than the tub in the master bedroom, might be the only other tub that we've seen. And then around the corner you come into this one's closet. And not only that, this one's got a little kids play area back here at the back of the closet as well. So that's super fun. All right. We still have one more place to go, which is the basement, and we'll start working our way down there right now. But yeah, would love to hear what you guys have to say about it down in the comments. Now, I haven't been down to the basement yet, so I couldn't tell you what all is down here. So we're gonna find that out together. But I do love this window array. I don't think I've pointed it out at all. It just lets in so much light. But it looks like you got quite a bit of stuff down here. I'll just give you a good pan real quick and then we will dive into it. A little understair situation happening. Maybe a nice little reading nook, right? That could be fun. And then over here, you've got your simulator room. Looks like not only could it be used for golf, but maybe something else, which is pretty fun. And then you've got a storage closet. And then we will start over here. It's kind of like your game room. I'm not real sure. And then into your movie theater room. Just kind of give you all the looks from all the different angles. Then you've got your gym room. Oh, that's fun. It's a mirror TV. They were telling me about that. Look at that. How cool is that? And then back behind us, you've got like this little beverage center. And a closet. And then just outside of that, you have this bathroom. So single vanity, toilet. You got the standalone shower. Actually looks like it might be a steam shower. That's nice. Rainfall shower head, normal shower head, one shower head. And then next to that is your sauna. And then back out here, this is your downstairs kind of bar area. So you got the island just kind of wrapping around. Plenty of storage, couple pendant lights hanging down over the top of it. And then I would imagine that these are, yeah, you've got a refrigerator and freezer on either side. Kind of like a fun, I don't even know what that is. Maybe ceramic or something, I'm not sure. Dishwasher. Then you've got like your wine cellar. It's not temperature controlled or anything, but and then through here, this is your finished utility room. So you got everything that you need. Water heaters, furnace, your AV stuff, maybe like a water softener, sump pump, gas lines. And then through here, remember we talked about the door from the basement or from the garage coming down to the basement. That's that door right there.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. Today we're in Brentwood, Tennessee, and we're getting ready to check out a brand new home from a brand new builder. This one, it is the epitome of luxury homes. So let me turn you around. I'll tell you all about it. All right, y'all. I hope you are ready for another amazing home tour. This one, oh my goodness, this one is amazing. I say that about all the homes, but it's just awesome. Anyway, this is 506 Mansion Drive from Hidden Valley Homes, and it has some of the most spectacular features we've seen to date here on the channel. The first of which is this gorgeous garden entryway. I love that. Inside you are going to find 5 bedrooms, 5.5 plus bathrooms. You've got this 4-car garage over here, which is just massive. You've got entryways into both the pantry as well as the mud room. And all of this sits inside of 7,579 square feet. Let's get in here so you can see this kind of garden entryway, which is just beautiful. As you come up here, you've got like this covered patio area with sliding glass doors from both the great room as well as this guest suite over here, which is super nice. Love that. If you are loving it already, well, you can expect to pay $4,998,000, as that is what it is currently listed at. But with that, let's get inside and see what all we can find. All right, here we go. I know we've got 4 homes on the docket today, 2 from Hidden Valley Homes, and I did not really know what to expect from them. And now that we are here, oh my goodness gracious, I'm excited about the next one now. Anyway, so this is your foyer when you do first walk in. Just beautiful. You've got these great big modern front doors looking out into your garden, courtyard area. A stunning tray ceiling with like this wood inlay. Looks super nice. Great big light fixture. And then a little sitting area with a window looking out into your back covered patio. Now from there, it goes a couple of different ways, but we're gonna go ahead and start out here in the great room with these just absolutely, y'all, I don't know. I'm probably gonna be using stunning and gorgeous a lot, but let me back up here. You've got the vaulted ceilings with the exposed beams, the dormers, massive sliding doors. Just all of this combined together lets in so much natural light. It just feels very nice, very warm. But great big light fixture, humongous fireplace. You've got the gas fireplace kind of with like a stucco surround. And then you've got this wraparound mantle and then the shiplap going all the way up to the ceiling. Ooh. And then let's see, let me back up a little bit. So you've got the doorway right there. So you could have like something over here built in, shelf like it has currently right now. The TV, right? Whatever you want to do. And then from here, you've got these gorgeous views back into the kitchen. And I love that stone accent wall. I think that looks spectacular. But before we dive into all of that fun stuff, let's go ahead and step out here onto this back patio and pool area. So you've got the grill, kind of outdoor kitchen-y area with a prep sink. Looks like a little spot that you can put like a mini fridge or something like that out here. This door leads into the dining room space. Just kind of give you a look at everything. All the sitting areas. And then as it wraps around, this is the window that we saw coming out of the foyer. And then this set of doors right here actually leads towards like the master suite area. So again, beautiful ceilings out here, kind of matching what we saw in the house. And then out here on, or further out back, you've got your hot tub as well as pool area. There's a little bit of snow on the ground, so we're not going to venture too far back here, just so I don't track it all through the house. But a nice little spot to hang out, I see. You can definitely open up all these doors and get that like indoor-outdoor experience. And then we're going to bypass the kitchen real quick. And it'll all make sense here in just a minute. It's going to come full circle. But just off of the kind of kitchen, great room, common space area, you have this bar with a beautiful wine case or the wine shrine. Love the countertops. You could put some stools right here if you wanted to, but you don't have to, right? You just walk up, grab yourselves a drink. And then on this side, of course, tons of counter space. Counters drop down a little bit. You've got your prep sink, another little spot for a mini fridge, views out into kind of the garden area, front porch patio space. Windows do open, so that's nice. And then you also have this temperature controlled wine shrine, which I think holds, it's like 120 bottles, if I'm not mistaken. But again, keeping with that same wood that we were seeing on the accent ceiling as well as the ceiling out on the back patio. Then from there, we work our way down this corridor, which is kind of like your mudroom space, right? So you've got your hall tree, which sits right here. And this door leads out into the garage. We're going to go out there in just a second. We're going to hit everything up on this wing real quick. But tons of space on this whole tree. You got the cubbies down on the bottom. Some storage space up top. Those aren't soft close. But the rest, I would imagine the rest of the cabinets are in like the kitchen and in here, which we'll find out in just a second. So then this is the laundry room. So you've got the double, or you've got the barn doors. Tons of counter space in here. Cabinets not quite going all the way up to the ceiling. Your wash basin, picture window looking out into the garden courtyard area. I haven't really decided what I want to call it yet, so it's going to be both. Anyway, front load washer and dryer, or, you know, washer dryer hookups. I always get caught up saying front load washer and dryer. I'm not sure why. Anyway, further down the hall, this is like a coat closet. And then back behind us, it wraps around into what I would imagine to be the guest suite. I did get the floor plan, but I haven't really looked at it yet. You do have a door that shuts the whole room off. But as soon as you walk in, you've got the ensuite, double vanities, tons of counter space, beautiful countertops. I love this vein right here. Looks really neat. And you got a little opening down on the bottom so you can put your towels and everything. Then at the far end is the toilet and a great big window looking out into the front yard. And then back behind us, the standalone shower. Nice little bench. Tile going all the way up to the ceiling. And then into the closet. Now this room, I did go through the whole house and turn on the lights and everything. And this is just a beautiful room. Now, whether you keep it, you know, as a guest room or not, because this would make for like an amazing studio, something like that. I don't know. But you've got the exposed beam up there, great big light fixture, huge windows. And then this door right here leads out onto that front kind of garden area. So I could imagine setting up some tables right there. It's not too often that you have like a front patio space, right? That's private and secluded, which this one is, which is nice. You know what I mean? I could definitely, that's like your mimosa space. You know what I mean? Anyway, we'll go ahead and step out here onto or into this garage. So you've got the 4 stalls. You've got a great big water heater, a tankless water heater, a spigot, some more beautiful windows. I see the electric panel. And then over here, you've got another wash basin. So if you're like out here working on your cars or something, or your garden space, right? You can come over here, wash everything up. Which is really nice. So this door straight ahead is the one that we just came through. Now we're going to go through this door, and it all circles around, I promise. So we're not going to miss anything, and I'll explain it as we get there. So as soon as you walk in, this is your scullery. You've got like this little pocket office within the scullery, right? With a beautiful color, like I love this green. Let me see if I can get a little closer so you can see it. without like any glares or anything. It's like a sage green color, if I had to describe it. But I love that, the fact that you've got access straight into here from the garage, so you don't have to carry your food at all, period, real far. It beats those Costco doors too, which I also love, you know what I mean? Anyway, so in here you've got your built-in microwave, plenty of counter space, some open shelves, nice darker color in here. It's still a green, but man, it's almost like a green-brown color. I'm not sure what you would call it. Panelized dishwasher, your undermount sink, another trash can drawer right there, and then plenty of open shelves for storage. That's just on this side. Then this little section right here, obviously you could put a secondary refrigerator. And then some more open shelves. And then from there it opens up into the kitchen and kind of worked our way full circle, right? So that's where we went, over by that bar down that room. So very nice. In the kitchen, love, love, love this accent wall. Just this stone climbing all the way up to the ceiling looks awesome. You've got those windows way up high and then a couple more on the side. These down low actually open up, so that's very nice. Then you have these kind of glass china cabinets at either end of this counter. I know you can see in, but still gonna open it. It opened really nice. Like it had open assist almost, if that's a thing. Tons of lowers. You've got a pan rack. Your stainless range with the double ovens, a stucco range hood, which looks really nice with this stone. I like that a lot. And then let's see, what do we got? A utensil rack. Then you also have two islands. So this is the first of the two. This one has waterfall edges on either side, which look spectacular. You've got another panelized dishwasher in here. You've got all the drying racks and cutting boards with this undermount sink looking back out into the living room. Trash can drawer. What is this? Ooh, an ice maker built into the island. Yes, please. That's real nice. I'm surprised there's not one. Maybe there is, and I just didn't catch it. But I'm surprised there wasn't one over in that bar area. Anyway, on this side, you've got all of the drawers. These things are ginormous. All the pots and pans can fit in this thing. And then on the opposite side, on your other island, we've got some more storage. On this side, then there are lips on either side, so if you wanted to wrap the chairs around, you could. And if the front side storage wasn't enough, look at that, this chair's already prepped, so I don't have to scratch the floors. Oh, no. Ooh, got me. So, no. Just kidding. There's only storage on the front side. Interesting. And then kind of in between this corridor next to the bar and your pantry, you've got your panelized refrigerator. And it looks like just a few more cabinets up top. But I love how it's all kind of like built into the wall, which is super nice. Then on the opposite side of the kitchen, we find ourselves in the formal dining room. Again, beautiful ceiling. This is like a reverse tray. So that's nice. It just drops down. Let's see if can you kind of see that? But it's almost suspended, right? With a really fun light fixture hanging down over the top of the table. Floor to ceiling windows. Love that. Again, tons more light. All of this looking out into the backyard. I think the whole property sits on, it's just shy of an acre. It's like 0.95 acres. So nice and roomy, right? Of course, this house is ginormous, so it takes up a lot of that space. Anyway, and then you've got this kind of powder room over here, which connects outside this door, leads out to the pool area. So this could be like the pool bath, you know what I mean? Some funky little light fixtures. You've got the floating vanity with tons of counter space. And then you have the water closet as well, with like the shiplap kind of going all over the place. So that is everything on this side of the house, which is crazy because we've still got a whole nother side before we go upstairs, which is wild. But let's go ahead and start right here. We'll work towards the front of the house, and then we'll go back. The master suite we will find on this side as well, which is gorgeous. So we just passed the foyer. This is understair storage, but they've got some hooks right here, so perfect. And there's even a hanging dowel right there. Oh, they're on both sides. So this could be like, this is your coat room, right? Looks like they've got some AV stuff in here as well. But all of that is right up underneath of the stairs. And then next to that, you also have a powder room. So I love the sconces. You've got the toilet. And then when I was going through, turning on all the lights, I saw the pools. There's a couple of these bathrooms that have some pretty neat pools on them. My elbow just turned off the light. But then all the way at the end of this corridor, you've got this beautiful glass door right here that opens up into this office space. Check this out. So kind of a matching cabinet color that we saw in the scullery. You've got these arched built-ins, which is pretty neat. Tons of open shelves. Again, almost floor-to-ceiling windows in here. This front one looks out into the front yard, and then of course your view into the garden area. I'm digging this thing. I love it. It's just so many possibilities. Let me get over here in the corner for you. Just kind of give you this view. Look, I can get down with that for sure. And then continuing on, this thing just goes and goes. This is another suite, which has its own private ensuite. Tons of counter space. Like, just the rooms in this home, at least on this level. So there are 3 rooms, 3 bedrooms on the main level. And then there are a few up top as well. But the ones down here are humongous. Hopefully, as we're walking through this home, you're letting me know down in the comments what you like, what you might want to change or rearrange if this home was to be yours. So this is the second bedroom. Again, I can't get over these windows, y'all. Gorgeous. You've got vaulted ceilings in here with the exposed beam, some more shiplapping, kind of giving it like a farmhousey feel. Maybe not necessarily a farmhousey feel, like an old world feel almost. If that makes sense, right? Maybe not. That's just kind of because it's way more than a modern farmhouse, I think. But then you've got the stairwell going up to the second floor, and then continuing down this passage, you've got the doors that lead out onto your back covered patio, a linen closet. And then as we're going down here, you also have some exposed beams that run the length of it as well. And then just way off from everything, we enter into the master suite. So again, vaulted ceilings, exposed beams, shiplap accent ceiling, humongous chandelier, some more great big windows. It's just got this really moody kind of vibe to it. I just like how the sun's hitting it, you know what I mean? Looks neat. Anyway, then just off of that, we enter into the ensuite. This thing is spectacular as well. So you've got the double vanities, kind of separated by your soaking tub, another nice big picture window. You've got these big old sconces on either side of the mirror. And then back behind us, we've got the water closet. And then your walk-in shower. There's actually two doors. So this door right here, and then this door right here. So it's almost like a walk-through, but you would both have your own sides, right? And then you can both start them on your own as well. But you've got opposing shower heads, a rainfall shower head, then you've got your removable wand shower head, and then a couple little foot rests on either side as well. Then beyond that, you've got your makeup vanity. With another great big mirror. Like I said, I told you there was a lot to this home. It just goes and goes and goes. It's just crazy. I love it though. There are so many things that I'm pulling from this. That garden entryway with just like all of the private space that you have there. That's definitely on my list. So there's two closets in here. This is the first of the two. And then this one is the second. This one is so much larger. There's tons of space in here. You also have some storage space. Get down here so you can... Yeah, this one is humongous. And then also, I didn't get to point this out, but you do have a full-length mirror as soon as you walk out of this one as well. All right, so from here, that's everything on the main level. We're gonna go ahead and work our way up to the top floor. If you are loving this home, maybe you don't live in or around the Brentwood and Nashville area, well, that is okay. You can reach out to our good friends over at professionalhomeplans.com. While you won't be able to build this exact home, you can work with their designers to craft that perfect dream home for you, pulling inspiration from this home or any of the other homes that we've toured all across the country. Then you can reach back out to me. Let me know what all you went with, what ideas you you pulled from that went into your home. And I'd love to hear about that. But the guys over at professionalhomeplans.com, super helpful. They also have tons of pre-made plans that you can select if you're not quite into this one. And you can work with them to kind of customize those as well. Anyway, more information on professionalhomeplans.com. You can find that in the description. It's a nice little storage room right here. And then this one, I like this room. I just like the pendant lights hanging down. I think they look really cool. With some board and batten. So this is the 4th bedroom. It's a nice and spacious room. Again, not quite as big as the ones downstairs though. Mostly I think because of the ceiling. I think the ceilings really gave those bedrooms downstairs like a more expansive feel. But don't get me wrong, these aren't small. But you've got a single vanity in here. Well, that's fun. Little toilet paper rack up above your head. But you also have one right here as well. Maybe that's for like storing them, you know what I mean? But then you've got the standalone shower. And into the closet. It's fun. We've been running the gamut on this Nashville trip from ultra modern to uber ultra modern to these more traditional style of homes. And I love the difference, right? So this is probably a good spot to put some artwork, especially in this like little bump out right there, some little sitting spaces, probably a fun spot to read, right? And then down this hall, you start getting into some more fun stuff. So you've got attic access right here in this hallway. You've got another linen closet. And then this is the 5th bedroom. So this one's probably one of the more unique ones as well, just because you've got your own private balcony. I'm getting caught up trying to show out the door because I wanted to go out there. But nice big room. And then again, you've got your balcony looking. This is almost like, this entryway is like the central location of the home almost, you know what I mean? Which is definitely built for hosting, right? You're gonna have parties here, for sure. But let's see, you've got a closet. And all of the closets have been really, really nice. This is the first one of the Hidden Valley homes we've ever toured. And I am quite pleased. They are definitely at the top of my favorite builder list. That is for sure. Like I've walked through some homes, you know, and I'll see some things here and there that are like, meh. But no, this one, not at all. And then further down, we've got another powder room. I love how the faucet just kind of comes out of the backsplash. I think that looks super neat. But that powder room is for this area, which is all kind of combined. I would imagine this could be like just a giant game room, movie theater room, and this would be like the entryway. Put some high tops in here, right? A dartboard on that wall, maybe. But you've got this bar area with the prep sink, little spot for the mini fridge, and then you've got some open shelves and some cabinets. And all of that sits just on the outside of this just great big bonus space. So this is your ballroom. Bowling alley. I don't know. What would you do up here? What would it be for if you lived in this house? Where would you put things? Help me visualize it. Because it has tons and tons of space in here. All right, y'all let me know what you think about this home down in the comments. Whew, it is gorgeous. If you do want any more information on this home or Hidden Valley Homes, you can find that information right down there in the description. With that, I hope you enjoyed the tour. I hope you go on to have a fantastic day. And as always, my name's Timothy. I look forward to seeing your beautiful face in the next one.